You're listening to the Eastern Musketeers Sports Network on WSLM 1220 AM with Eli Guthrie and Dylan Beach. You'll hear all the live action tonight on the radio, along with live streaming on Facebook, X, and YouTube. It's game time, and we're ready here on WSLM.
It's a crisp 74 degrees on a Friday the 13th in October as we await this regular season finale of the football season. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Eastern High School, home of the Musketeers. I'm Eli Guthrie, along with my partner, Dylan Beach, as we await this conference matchup between the visiting Charlestown Pirates and the Eastern Musketeers. Dylan, we saw last year the Charlestown Pirates absolutely obliterated the Musketeers in Charlestown. What do you think has to happen differently tonight for the Musketeers to stand a chance?
I mean, going back all the way to last year, Eastern did not have a very competitive game versus Charlestown. I mean, since the program has been started, hasn't had a lot of competitive games with Charlestown. But, last week Eastern had a real stinker against Scottsburg. They've really got to bounce back on offense this week. Consistently throughout the year, the offense had been pretty reliable, pretty steady. But then last week it was a flip of sorts. The defense was really putting the team on their back, was getting the stops they needed, only held a high-octane Scottsburg team to only 19 points, but the offense couldn't get on the board at all. So that's really what's got to change if this game to be any sort of competitive here tonight, Eli.
Last week, like you said, they saw a lot of different things from the Scottsburg offense, able to holding the 19 points only, but as well as getting held to 0 points. That puts a stump on the Musketeer offense coming into this game tonight, having a lot of lower confidence among that sideline for the Musketeers. We're going to see a lot more confidence and motivation out of the forefront of Cody Bannett, Temple, and even the tight end of Caleb King. We're going to see a lot more assertiveness from them tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this Musketeer offense is going to look like tonight. Caden Temple, he was a little shaken up last week, had that arm injury. I want to see if he's going to be 100% tonight. I'm also intrigued on if they're going to start using Caleb King anymore. Caleb King was one of the huge guys on that line, was the right tackle for a while until Brody Temple went down injured. But ever since he's been put out at tight end, I don't know if he's recorded more than one catch, Eli.
He hasn't, and we also saw a few short weeks, he made his first reception as tight end and then fumbled the ball after a few yards on a reception. It wasn't a good way to start off his tight end career. We saw a lot of muffled reactions to that play on the sideline of Dean shaking his head like, what is he doing out there? He's put in that position to catch the ball and get on the ground to get yardage rather than trying to fight for yards. He's a lineman, more of a fighter on the defensive line than a tight end on the offense. We need to see more of him catching the ball and getting down rather than trying to gain yards.
He played tight end at the start of his career, but it just feels like he's more of a right tackle at this point in his career. Also has always felt like more of a defensive player to me, but nowadays it feels like he should be on that offensive line, and I feel like he's not getting we're not gaining anything out of him by putting him out at tight end. I feel like you got to slide him back to right tackle and get someone else out there at tight end.
I do too. We got to see him get off, like you said, off the tight end position. We're going to find somebody on that Musketeer sideline that's able to find their way to the tight end position. They need to find a way to open that up because they're letting too many long bombs go on the offense. They're trying to find Temple in the back corner of the end zones, like we saw last week 1-2 times. They try to find other receivers outside on the back of the end zones. Can't find to fight. He overthrows his receivers too often. Need to find a check down pass to a tight end sooner rather than later.
Yeah, we've mentioned it in the past how we thought that Eastern would have to be perfect to win these games, and I can think of a few of those games that come to mind, and I would say that was Brownstown, and I would say the second one of those games that they had to be perfect to have a chance to win would be tonight, Eli. North Harrison, it was not a perfect game. They didn't have to be perfect to be in that game, and I think they still made lots of mistakes. They should have won that game. But if they're going to beat this Charlestown team tonight, Eli, I think Eastern is going to have to be pretty close to perfect tonight. This is a Charlestown program who's done a lot of winning here lately. Last year, the conference championship. 2 years removed from having a 5-star player on this roster. This Charlestown team has talent. The quarterback, a dual threat. He's going to be exciting to watch tonight, McClellan, Eli.
He sure will. He is a strong lefty. I was watching him out here in warm-ups. He was able to drop dimes over the back shoulder of every one of his receivers that ran a route, across the middle to the outside of the sideline. He's able to find those receivers' gaps when they don't seem to have one. He's a great versatile quarterback, like you mentioned, rushing the ball quite well. He's the leading rusher of this North Harrison offense.
Not even close on that either. I mean, he's gotten 600 rushing yards on the year. The next closest would be 329, Eli. I mean, this is a dual threat quarterback. And I'm just worried with how Eastern is going to be able to manage a dual threat like that. I mean, Eastern has been good at bringing pressure so far this year, but I'm interested to see how the quarterback contain works, especially with the replacement on that D line. I mean, you had Caleb King and Brody Temple setting those edges for a while. Losing Brody Temple has really weakened this defensive line, in my opinion, Eli. I mean, the 3 replacement D-line players have played well. I mean, Nathaniel Rankin's played better, but I think he's more of an inside rusher more than outside rusher. So I think losing the athlete of Brody Temple has really hurt all sort of quarterback contain that Eastern can really run. So I don't know what the plan is going to be to stop McClellan tonight.
I don't either, as well as with that rushing game, because we saw as soon as Temple went down with that injury in a home game not too long ago, we saw a lot more outside contained problems, like you mentioned, containing the quarterback, containing the run. The outside has been a big problem for the Musketeer offense with the back half of this season, giving up well over half the rushing yards to the outside if they aren't from the inside where they struggle to. Now, Charlestown tonight, you got to figure out when those mental lapses are going to happen. Eastern has mental lapses out the wazoo sometimes. They got to figure out where those are going to happen, how they can capitalize in order to get this on track and get blowed out early.
Yeah. Let's pause on that note, Eli. Let's take a little break for the national anthem here. Teams are getting lined up. Let's take a little break for that. We'll be right back, folks.
To honor America with the performance of the national anthem, 8-time Grammy Award winner, Chris Stapleton.
Oh, sing, and you see the dawn to be light. Oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's heads gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pale sky. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread the bombs were still yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We thank you for listening to Chris Stapleton for our national anthem tonight. As we were back here on WSLM for this season finale matchup, the Pirates, the Musketeers clash in about 20 seconds here live in the booth with me. I'm Eli Guthrie, along with my partner Dylan Beach. We thank you for joining us tonight as we're ready for this, excited for this high school football matchup for the last time of the regular season.
Yeah, this one's going to be interesting, Eli. I mean, Eastern, this is one of the better teams that they have had in a very long time. We've been mentioning it all year that they had the opportunity to maybe be able to tie the win record regular season. Not going to be able to do that. They're running out of time to be able to do that. But let's take a look towards the future for a second, Eli, and let's talk about that sectional draw. Eastern got a very, very favorable sectional draw, in my opinion, Eli.
They sure did. They're going to be traveling all the way to Indianapolis to take on Crystal House Manual Academy
Yeah.
in that sectional game. But it's not more of who they play. It's more of how the bracket's set out for them. Because we see the top of the bracket, they have Triton Central, Brownstown, and other good
Indianapolis Cecina too.
Cecina.
Those, in my opinion, are probably the 3 best teams in the sectional. Because I mean, you got Triton Central at 7-1. Indy Cecina's 5-3, but they're playing all the Indianapolis teams and all the little powerhouses up there at 5-3. And then you've got Brownstown, the MSC champions, at 7-1. And then you take a look at the bottom of the bracket. Brown County getting they're only 1-7. Switzco, they're 5-3. Then we got Eastern at 3-5, and Christian House Emmanuel at 2-5. So I mean, this is a chance for Eastern to get maybe further into a sectional draw than they maybe ever have. I mean, Eastern, it feels like normally every year they can get a game out of sectional, but I mean, this is a potential for Eastern to maybe make it all the way to the championship game. And I don't know how you could really sum that up into words for how big that could be for a program.
Oh, I know, for the first time in program history to make it to the sectional final. As right now, we see number 2, the punter, Ethan French, coming out onto the field to send this one away over to the Musketeers. Back deep for the Musketeers, we have Drury and Temple ready to redeem this one back. Sends it down long. It falls right into Drury's hands. Drury down the right sideline. Comes up to the middle, to the 35, to the 35, to the 40. Breaks away a few tackles up to the 44-yard line. Drury with that versatile return on that first opening kickoff.
That one was close, Eli. He was a couple of broken tackles away from housing that one. A great start to this game for the Musketeers, and Garrett Drury continuing his stellar season so far, Eli.
Sure will. Now we're going to see the Musketeer offense for the first time tonight. And Cody Bannett, number 10 here, looking to get his team going quickly with Jones in the backfield this time. He's got Jones and McBride to his right and left. He has 2 in the wideouts of Temple and Weiniger. Bannett directing his team, lining up in the shotgun, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, finds Temple on the out route. 50-yard to the 45, breaks a few tackles, gets to the outside to the 40-yard line in Charlestown territory. But a good pickup on first down.
That's a great route from Caden Temple there. Really sutting it down short, selling it well to let him know that he's open. I mean, Cooper Cup-esque, the sit-down route. I mean, it's famous nowadays. Great way to keep that drive going. Deep now into Pirates territory is the Musketeers.
We saw number 17, Noah Phillips, on that tackle right there. Now we see Bannett in the shotgun position now. Kicks the offering, hands off to Jones. Jones up the right side of the line, gets halted as soon as he takes the handoff at the 41.
Yeah, not too bad of a gain there. Maybe about 2 or 3 on that one. Not quite as great as that last play, but keeping them on schedule here. I mean, all you got to do is get 3 a play. So, I mean, keeping them ahead of schedule here was the Jones rush.
Donaldson of the Charlestown Pirates on the tackle that time, stopping Jones in his tracks. We're going to see the Musketeers in the shotgun position once again. He has Braden Jones in the sidecar with 2 wide receivers on the left. Takes a handoff, hands off to Jones up the middle once again, up to the 42 or the 36-yard line this time. Good gain on second down. I think of a short third down and 3.
Yeah, they're trying to get Braden Jones going here early. Only the 100 rushing yards last week. A rough game on the ground for the Musketeers. A rough game overall in just offense. Only 133 total yards. Got to be able to get it going. And I mean, what a start it would be for this Eastern team to take a 7-0 early lead if they can keep driving here.
Bannett takes a snap, fakes the handoff over to Temple. Temple on the screenplay gets hit as he catches it back. Loss of yards on the play.
Yeah, Trey Martin from Charlestown all over that screen pass. Read that one like a book. Setting up a 4th and 5 here for the Musketeers. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Dean goes to. I mean, they're not afraid to go to a run on 4th downs. They're not afraid to pass either. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going on here.
4th down has been a trouble for the Musketeers this year as they've converted far less than they've attempted. And we're going to see tonight, right now, who we got is Bannett with Jones in the sidecar now. 2 to his right, 1 to his left. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff to Jones. Takes his own hands. Goes up to the – loses a few yards on the play that time. Turnover on downs. We're going to see McClelland and the Charlestown offense for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Terrence Bonner, the safety on that one, really got in the backfield. That read option was very successful for the Musketeers in previous weeks. Not really going anywhere there. That Musketeer drive had a lot of promise, Eli, eventually just stalling out. Get our first look at this Musketeer defense.
Perfect 8 for 8 last week is McClellan, the big strong lefty now in the shotgun with Harvey to his right. Takes a snap, finds a receiver to the out. That's number 8 on that. Trey Martin getting a few yards on first down. Nice little pick, snap and catch.
Trey Martin already being all over the place in this game. Blew up Caden Temple on that screen. Now getting a couple on that first pass and catch for this game for Charlestown. I mean, this is a dynamic Charlestown offense led certainly by the athletes that they have across the positions and most notably at quarterback, Eli.
Correction from last down. That's number 3, Stoner in the back on the backup quarterback, back behind McClellan on this second down snap. McClellan takes a snap, takes it in his own hands up the middle. McClellan finds a few yards, gets up the outside, fighting off Musketeer defenders. McClellan not going down, finally dropped at about the 49-yard line, almost the Musketeer territory.
He's going to set up a 3rd and short here. That is a spectacular run from the quarterback. Not afraid to get down and do it himself, running through defenders. And I mean, normally when you see the mobile quarterbacks nowadays, Eli, they're not usually the biggest guys on the field. But I mean, McClellan, he's 6'2", 180. He's not afraid to hit some contact. But I mean, he just looks spectacular out there, quarterback tonight, Eli.
3rd down and 1, ball on the 48-yard line. First down mark at the 49. McClellan under center this time with Stoner in back on QB sneak up the middle. McClellan finds the first down and more on that 3rd down QB sneak.
Yeah, I'm going to say something here, Eli. I don't think I've ever seen a team give up more QB sneak yards in a year than the Eastern Musketeers. It's a plague. Teams can run a QB sneak for 5 to 6 yards on this team. I don't get how it happens.
I don't either. It's a very big, troublesome play for the Musketeers as their all defensive line seems to be struggling already. Guthrie on the tackle that time, not be able to talk him before the first down. McClellan now rolls out right, finds Stoner. Stoner on the run, gets a few yards, tripling past a couple of Musketeer defenders up to the 44-yard line of the Musketeers.
Yeah, I've liked what I've seen from Stoner on the year, Eli. He's a very dynamic back. He can catch some passes. He can get run. I mean, he can get yardage. I mean, second leading rusher behind McClellan, the quarterback. I mean, he's had himself a solid year, 4 touchdowns. What's also very impressive, the quarterback, 13 rushing touchdowns on the year.
We're going to see now McClellan in the shotgun position now with Terrence Bonner to his left, motioning over Trey Martin. Trey Martin does not go on. Oh, excuse me, not Trey Martin, but he can tackle at the 42-yard, and that was number 6, Jaden Berkeley on that run from the sweep run there, not getting very many yards. 3rd down and 5 coming up.
Yeah, Berkeley going nowhere on that one. This Musketeer defense starting to come alive a little bit. Behind on the sticks is where this Eastern defense does well. They can bring the pressure whenever teams are behind this on schedule on getting that first down. I mean, Eastern really starts to excel when they can bring those linebackers downhill to get after the quarterback.
7:44 to go. It's 0-0. We're going to have a timeout on the field. A little interference there from the referees as they're going to talk with that snapper from the Charlestown offense. Coming into the game now is number 8. To be number 8 for the Musketeers is going to be Caleb Pacheco on the defense this time, as McClellan in the shotgun position now with Bonner to his right. Rolls out right. McClellan looking for a receiver out there. Can't find one. That's one fly down the field to the back corner of the 20-yard line. Finds someone. That's number 2. Number 2, Ethan French on the catch, the big tight end. Able to bring one in down at the 12-yard line. Big first down on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's massive right there. A huge completion. I mean, showing a little bit of Cody Bannett right there, rolling to the opposite side of his arm, letting it fly cross body. Didn't seem to be a problem there. Hits his tight end, and that's a huge play to get this Charlestown team all the way down to the 14.
McClellan now under center. He has Bonner to his back and 2 in the outs routes. McClellan takes a snap, flips it out to Bonner. Bonner looking for a lane. Can't find one. Finally finds one. Gets up to the 10. Inside the 10-yard line. Keeps going to the 5. Trapped down now by Dukes. Or 50, excuse me. That's number 51 of the Musketeer defense. It will be 51 for the Musketeer defense is Cooper Logue. It's going to be number 50 for the defense. Cooper Logue on the tackle.
Yeah, this has been a drive of little resistance so far for the Musketeers. Got to really have a defensive stand here on the goal line now. I mean, 2nd and 1, they're going to be able to have a 1st and goal from inside the 5 if they don't score on this play. Got to start getting a stop here.
McClelland has Stoner in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, fakes it off the Stoner, flips it out to his running halfback, other halfback, Trey Martin. Trey Martin finds nobody, jukes past few defenders, gets down to the sticks. First down, the clock remains running.
That was a ridiculous juke there from the running back, leaving some Musketeers on the sideline disappointed in the tackling on that one. That juke securing that 1st and goal now from inside the 5. Charlestown really just doing whatever they want on this drive. The only sort of resistance was that 2nd down stop on that jet sweep. Eastern going to really have to work hard to get a goal line stop here to maybe force them to take 3.
We saw quite a few changes in offensive personnel for the Pirates already. Now we have McClelland with Harvey this time for the first time tonight. Harvey in the backfield with him. McClelland takes a snap, hands off to Harvey. Harvey up the middle, gets met by a Musketeer defender, but Bryce spins free, up and keeps going, will not stop, and the whistle's blown dead with no one on the ground at the 1.5-yard line. Good pickup on 1st down and goal.
Yeah, I mentioned how Eastern is going to have a goal line stop. They're going to have to really get going now. I mean, ball down to that 1.5-yard line, going to really be struggling here. Eastern maybe need to bring in a little bit bigger bodies for those nose tackles to get some press here at the goal line.
McClelland coming in now, looking to sub his offense for the 2nd down and goal snap from the 1.5-yard line. He has Harvey to his left, 2 wide receivers in the out. That is going to be Cameron Mitchell. And we have number 5 as well for Adam Fox out on the right side. Oh, touchdown up the middle to Harvey. Quick touchdown there. Touchdown Charlestown. That makes it 6-0 with 5:26 to go.
Yeah, that's going to be a little too easy there, Eli. Got to be having a little bit more resistance down the stretch. Eastern, I mean, it felt like every play was getting positive yards on that drive. And I mean, now Charlestown coming back out here to attempt the 2-point conversion. Not going to see the kicker trot out here. Got to see what they're looking for here on this 2-point attempt, Eli.
2-point conversion coming up, like Dylan said. McClelland now with Stoner to his right, trying to make his offense get this 2-point conversion now. McClelland in the shotgun. Takes a snap, rolls out left, flips it over to Martin. Flips it over to Stoner. Stoner finds the end zone again. 2-point conversion. Let's make that 8-0 now.
Yeah, that one's going to be too easy there, Eli. Let's take a quick ad break here before we get back to the second drive.
Yeah, we got a break. We'll be back after this touchdown 2-point conversion.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
And we are back here at Eastern High School. We saw Charlestown run that one in with Harvey on the touchdown, then finding his another halfback of Stoner for the 2-point conversion on that halfback pitch. Now we're going to see Ethan French send it away back to Temple and Drury of the Musketeers for the 2nd time tonight after that opening kickoff. We have 5:24 remaining in the first quarter. It's 8-0. Charlestown leads the Musketeers.
Yeah, Eli, going to be interesting to see what this Eastern response is. Charlestown getting the first punch thrown. Got to see how Eastern and the offense bounce back.
French sends it away. It's into Temple's hands. Temple finds it at the 15-yard line to the 20, 25, 30. 30. Oh, gets hold at the 31-yard line, down by 3 defenders. That's number 30, number 32, Boomer Hester for the Pirates with a tackle on that one. We'll see the Musketeer offense once again after that touchdown from the Pirates.
Yeah, normally the ball kicked to Garrett Drury, maybe trying to avoid him now after that first good return he had. Temple, I mean, he's always been back there for returns, not normally kicked his way, though. His first return in recent memory, but got to see how this Eastern offense bounces back. They had a good start to that last drive, getting into Pirate territory after that good return, just stalling out.
Bannett onto the offensive side this time, once again, to that slow start to begin. Bannett takes the snap, hands off to Jones. Jones gets up the middle. Oh, that's McBride. McBride finds a lane to the 38-yard line. Good first down run from McBride.
Yeah, faking the handoff there, as the Musketeers love to do. Looked like Jones had the ball there for a second almost, but getting the toss back to McBride, getting a very good gain of 5 on the first down.
Sure will. Now we're going to see a 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Musketeers with Bannett having Jones in his sidecar. And now with Temple and Weiniger to the out, then McBride to the outs. Takes a snap, hands off to Jones. Jones up the middle. Jones finds the lane. Jones bounding his way through the Charlestown defense up to the 41-yard line. Gain of 2 or 3.
That feels like one that needed to be bounced out on that one instead of laying his head down to try to create the contact and get a few more yards. I mean, felt like he had some space to the outside, could have maybe had the first down and even more, but setting up a very, very manageable third down here, Eli.
Bannett now lining his offense up at the 41-yard line. It's third down and 2, 4:16 and clicking on the clock. 8-0 Charleston on top. He has McBride over here in the single wide matchup on the near side sideline. Bannett takes the snap, hands off to Jones. Jones finds a lane past the first down marker and more, about 2 yards past the first down. Musketeers find it again. First down, Musketeers.
Yeah, Eastern, good start to this drive. They've really got to get going here. I mean, have to find momentum early. That's one of the keys that we had before the game started, Eli. This is a great Charlestown team, a great offense. Scored 46 last week against Salem. Can't let this game get out of hand. So Eastern really has to find an answer here on this drive.
Bannett has Jones, McBride, and his sidecars with only 2 in the whiteouts this time. Looking for the snap, takes it, offering, hands off to McBride in that crossing pattern. McBride finds a few lanes on the outside, breaks a few tackles, gives to the 49-yard line, met by defenders, drove backwards to the 48, but before progress gets him the 49-yard line to the second down and 6. Second down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, that is a great run for McBride on the play, bouncing around at will, getting a very good gain all the way down to the 48 or 47 here. Great start to this drive for the Musketeers, now in Pirate territory once again for the second time tonight, Eli.
Second down and 4 from the 48-yard line. The Musketeers are lining up. Bannett with Jones to the left. Has McBride in the single matchup out here to the near side. Looking for that pass maybe on this play. Second down coming up. Bannett looking for the snap. Falls back in the pocket, looking for receiver. He finds Temple to the outside. First down on that little out route from Temple. Nice catch and throw and catch there.
Yeah, Eastern giving Charlestown a little bit of their own medicine right back. Very little resistance so far on this drive, Eli. A great drive so far for the Musketeers, but this is the dead zone where a lot of the Musketeer drives have died out during this year. Got to really get down to the 30 and such, but a great start so far, Eli.
We've seen a few plays like this in the red zone, not the red zone, excuse me, plus territory that fell down for the Musketeers on drives. Bannett now looking for the snap. Falls back on takes it in his own hands on a QB draw, finds nowhere, gets about 1 or 2 yards on the play, bringing up a second down and 9 for the Musketeers.
Yeah, those quarterback keepers have worked the previous 2 weeks. The first 2 we've seen so far tonight, Eli, not so much. Cody Bannett not really being able to get any sort of space. They're not really biting on Braden Jones. I would look for a few more Braden Jones handoffs and then maybe come back to that keeper once they start biting on it, Eli.
We're seeing Ethan French, that Charlestown defense, getting in a few tackles there, running over with McBride, and now we see Bannett getting tackled. Bannett takes a snap, finds Jones the outside. Jones bounces out, gets met by Charlestown defenders. Ooh, loses 3 or 4 yards on the play there. That's number 8, Trey Martin, the receiver on the offensive end for the Pirates, getting the tackle there, losing 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, not a great rush there. I mean, not great blocking from the Musketeers, but I mean, also not a great read from Braden Jones on that one. Got to be able to keep that one inside the numbers. Gets really blown up outside for a huge loss. Eastern was originally head of the sticks, now a 3rd and 14. And I mean, this is where I've mentioned this. In between the 50 and 40 has been a dead zone for the Musketeers this year.
Still in plus territory, surprisingly. Now we got Bannett taking the snap, looking for a receiver, falling back in the pocket, has pressure coming, finds Temple, but Temple is catching it at the 41-yard line, setting up a little more than manageable 4th down for the Musketeers.
Yeah, good catch from Nathan McBride on that one, catching it about the 40, falling down out of bounds. That's his 5th reception of the year. It feels like he hasn't had a catch in a while. I mean, he's been featured as a wide receiver, but most of the targets are either thrown to Temple or Drury. But a nice little bit of a falling down catch for McBride on that one. We're
going to see the first quarter expire here in about 50 seconds now. This 4th down and 7 coming up for the Musketeers. Bannett has McBride and Jones to his right and left. Takes a snap, falls back in the pocket, looking for a receiver. Has Temple going in a curl route. Finds, it's nearly caught by Temple there. Broken up by number 88, Liam Iglesias of the Charlestown Pirates. Great defensive stop. 4th down turnover once again.
Yeah, Caden Temple getting tripped up, falling down on that play, almost making the catch from the ground. That would have been a very nice play to keep this Musketeer drive going. But once again, that 40 to 40 range where so many drives end in high school football strikes back once again as we get to see this Pirate offense take the field once again.
McClellan with Stoner in the sidecar now on this first down and 10 from the 41-yard line, directing his offense around in the shotgun position. Has trips on the left here. McClellan takes a snap, falls back in the pocket, looking for receiver. Lets one fly deep back corner of the 30-yard line. He finds Cameron Mitchell. Mitchell down the end zone, cannot be caught. Touchdown, Charlestown. Huge play.
Yeah, that is not great for the Musketeers. Duke's in coverage on that one, trying to jump up, make a play on that ball. Maybe should have played the receiver instead of the ball. Didn't get a chance on that one. A huge play. One play touchdown from the Pirates, and they're already up 2 scores here tonight, Eli.
That's McClellan's arm that I was talking about in pregame. McClellan's able to let a few fly long and find a receiver. That time it was Mitchell on the reception, had no one around him. Good play there from Mitchell. We're going to see another 2-point conversion, wasting no time here. McClellan with Martin Stoner to his left, looking for a 2-point conversion again, has trips on the right with French over the middle here to look for the check down. McClellan takes a snap, looks for a receiver now, goes across the middle, can't find a progression, gets hit in the backfield, tries to break free, cannot. Taken down by McBride on that defensive stand. Good 2-point stop there from the Musketeers as they still back in this game with 2 possessions.
Yeah, Eastern needs a lot more of those type of plays, but just during the regular defense, they're blowing that one up. McClellan not being able to get anywhere there. McBride meeting him early in the backfield. That's a huge stop on that 2-point conversion, but still the lead stands at 14. Eastern maybe not going to see a more impactful offensive drive than right here, Eli. Got to be able to get back in this one.
There will not be more than impactful right now. Like you said, 25 seconds exactly remaining in this first quarter. It is 14-0. I'm Eli Guthrie along my partner Dylan Beach. We'll see Charlestown come back on defense again as they had a good 2 4-down stops already for the against the Musketeers. We're going to see French come out to send it away to Drury and Temple back deep to return. We saw promising things from the Pirates right now. Struggling, the Musketeers starting slow. It's the power of those seniors and the leaders that usually get you going after an odd start like this. We're going to see the Musketeers come back on offense again after 2 slow starts and a 4th down turnovers twice.
Yeah, got to see them bounce back, and it would be very crucial to have a nice little return to get this drive going, to maybe get this second quarter going after probably a couple of plays. We'll let this one go to the second quarter, but Eastern already down 14 to a high-powered offense. Got to get going.
French sends it away in a little squib kick. It finds McBride. Bounce out of his hand. McBride recatches it. Met by Martin Stoner. Stoner traps him down. No place to go there for McBride. Musketeers will start their 3rd drive on offense at the 34-yard line.
Still not a bad start to the drive. I mean, for the bobble there, a good start, a good field position here. 35-yard line. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at, but got to see what happens here. I mean, Cody Bannett, I'd like to see him throw a little bit more. The passes have been successful. I mean, he failed on that 4th down conversion because his receiver fell down. I mean, I want to see some more passes.
I do too. We saw a lot of things now that really can work for the Musketeers. We saw offensive passes that can work a lot. We saw a few curl routes already start with Temple, and now we saw McBride with that out route right there and the sideline catching it while falling. Now we have Bannett with Jones in the sidecar. Fakes. Oh, fumble, the ball's on the carpet. Bannett can't find it. Charlestown falls on the ball. That is a 1st down. Charlestown, as time is nearly expiring here in the first quarter. That was number 32, Boomer Hester on the recovery once again for the Pirates. Huge defensive stand for the Charlestown Pirates right now. Great way to start the defensive possessions.
Yeah, this is definitely a October 13th for the Musketeers. This is a Friday the 13th-esque night right now. This is a no good, terrible, very bad way to start this game, Eli. Got to see the defense get a stop here.
Some spooky things we saw so far from this Musketeer offense and defense. McClellan now with Stoner to his right and trips on the outside. Takes the snap, lulls out left to his off hand, gets met by defender, but Angel finds a way around, gets dove at to the 20-yard line, 50. He takes off, getting caught by Temple on that defensive stand there. Great run from McClellan there, slicing and dicing through that Musketeer secondary.
I mean, I'm not even going to get negative about that because that is just a great play. Eastern had pressure in the backfield. He's rolling out to his right, scrambles back left for a huge gain. And I mean, McClellan already showing off why he is a very, very good quarterback, Eli.
He sure is. Now McClellan with about 20 yards on that run right there, leading rusher like we had mentioned. We're going to see McClellan again with Stoner to his right and now only has 2 to his right. He has Martin on this and French on this left side of him, looking for those key receivers on this play from the 15-yard line for a first down. Takes a snap, looks for receiver. He finds French. French gets hit by Temple, breaks away from Temple almost up to the 3-yard line. French with a huge first down play.
Yeah, that's a good tackle from Caden Temple to prevent the touchdown, sending us into the second quarter here, Eli. Let's take a few ad breaks. We'll come back. Eastern trails the Pirates 14-0.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baden. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, a gift for the birthday child, meals with the choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, along with fries, choice of drink for each guest, a birthday cake, and ice cream. Now, the Play Place is closed for an inclusive 2-hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your party for Salem, Mitchell, or West Baden today. Renee and her staff will set everything up, take care of all the serving and work during the party, and take care of all the cleanup. All this for a party of up to 10 kids for $130. And it's just $5 for additional children. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Baden will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-788-0126 today and get your next party on the schedule.
We flip sides, a fresh 12 minutes here on the clock in the second quarter. McClellan McClellan with Martin in the red zone now, looking to score again, make it a 3-possession game. Motions Martin over, flips it over to Martin. Martin finding the end zone, gets there, touchdown. Correction there. That was Berkeley, Jaden Berkeley for the Pirates. Touchdown, Berkeley puts his flag on the play.
Yeah, gonna have a flag on the play, a holding, negating that Berkeley jet sweep. Berkeley was the one who had that jet sweep earlier, get absolutely blown up. A little bit smaller of a receiver, maybe a prototypical slot speed guy, but I mean, if he can use his speed to get outside, I mean, you see it on that play, scoring easily on that one, getting in between those gaps. But regardless, that one's going to come back, keeping the score at 14-0 for a couple more plays.
We're going to see them marching back 10 more yards now on a holding call. We're going to see what McClellan can do once again from second down and about 13 now from his own 14-yard line. Trying to direct his offense now. Musketeers trying to transition people in and out on the defensive end, getting some fresh bodies in there, trying to keep up with this Charlestown.
Yeah,
offense.
that flag is crucial. Getting them off the goal line here. Second and goal from the 14. Got to see how Eastern responds.
McClellan now with Stoner to his left, looking to get back in the end zone this time. McClellan in the shotgun position right now, looking for the snap. He has Mitchell not route. Rolls out left, looking for receiver. McClellan lets one fly. It's nearly intercepted that time by the Musketeers.
Yeah,
that is
Garrett
number
Drury almost
Garrett
getting in there. That one almost nearly intercepted. Should have been intercepted, but a great play regardless. Set up a third and very long here, Eli.
Like you said, third and very long this time. A chance for the Musketeers to halt the Pirates this time without a touchdown. We're going to see now it's third down and 14 from the 13-yard line. We'll see McClellan coming back out with French, this time in the tight end position rather than the out position. Excuse me, back on the out position. Now we have Berkeley, the deep receiver here.
Matchup to watch, Berkeley versus Dukes on the outside here.
McClellan. Oh, we have a flag on the play. Delay of game from the Pirates now. It'll bring up even longer third down and 19, ensuing this penalty.
Yeah. Third and long became third and even longer here, Eli. Third and 20. You don't have a lot of plays for that in the playbook. I mean, that's not normally a situation you get stuck in, but I mean, you can kind of keep the playbook open. I don't know how often Charlestown likes to kick the ball, but I would also imagine that they would probably go for it if the fourth down arises, Eli.
McClellan alone in the backfield. Motion Stoner out to the wide out position. Falls back, looking for receiver. Lets one fly. Oh, doesn't let one fly. Takes it into his own hands. He's going all the way. He almost gets there. He finds his way into the end zone almost. We're going to get the official call here. He's down at the 1-yard line. Aggressive run from McClellan there, reaching the ball across the goal line. They say they didn't quite get there.
I thought he got in on that one, and if he didn't get in, I think he fumbled that one into the end zone and would have recovered. But still, once again, Musketeers dropping a lot back there. McClelland just being able to use his experience to find that scrambling hole and just get up for a huge gain once again. And the Pirates are within striking distance of making this a 3-score game.
McClelland has Harvey in the backfield with him, looking for this power I. McClelland takes a snap, hands off to Harvey. Harvey finds his way into the end zone untouched. Big touchdown from Harvey there, 1 yard out, making the score 20-0, ensuing the PAT.
Yeah, this is not looking awesome for the Musketeers so far, Eli. But got to see, I mean, still have a lot of football to play here tonight. 3-score lead, of course, now 20-0 as this Pirates team takes the field once again to go for 2. No letting off the gas from this team.
We have McClelland and Harvey in the backfield now. Very quickly in this two-pick version. Falls back, looking for a receiver. He lets one fly to French. French catches it with no contest. There, 2-point conversion successful for the Pirates. Easily done again. 22-0 for the Pirates on top here in Eastern.
Yeah, got to see an answer here from Eastern. Got to be able to start cutting into this lead if they're going to have a shot to make anything out of this game in the second half. We mentioned it in the pregame, how good this Charlestown team is, how good this program is. I mean, they've had a coach there for 16 years. He's won 119 games. I mean, that is a testament to how good that Charlestown program is. I mean, he's 119-52. I mean, this probably has triple, quadruple maybe the wins Eastern has as a program so far. I mean, it's a great program. I mean, got to see Eastern be able to compete with teams like this, like they have against North Harrison and others during the year.
We're going to see now the 2-point conversion catcher French to send this one deep. We have Drury and Temple back at the 15-yard line, ready to return this one as French lines himself up, ready to send one away. We saw a lot of promising things from that Charlestown offense, ready to fight through adversity again. French, ready to send this one deep.
Yeah, French going to get a setback off the tight end punter-kicker combo here.
French lets one fly, short squib kick. It finds a Musketeer receiver now. He quotes it. Oh, it finds a few lanes there to the 34-yard line. That's number 15. Number 15 of the Musketeers, Connor Cleek, able to get that ball down for himself. We got a first down from the 34-yard line, it looks like now. Musketeers for their 4th drive of the game.
Yeah, Connor Cleek getting his 2nd return in the last 2 weeks. Had a good one last week versus Scottsburg, setting up him in great field position last week. Not as great of a return this week, but he finds himself in good position on these squib kicks, fielding it clean, being able to get some good yardage, setting the Musketeers up exactly right back where they started the last drive off Eli.
After that first kickoff from French down deep to Garrett Drury, he returned it very far. They're trying to avoid him now. After we're going to see Bannett with Jones to his left, ready for this first down snap on their 4th drive of the game. 11:05 to go. Motions McBride over, hands off to Jones. Anyway, Jones has the lead blocker McBride. He gets met in the backfield. That one drove back by 3 or 4 Charlestown defenders. Huge stop again for Charlestown on first down.
I mean, one matchup I'm seeing a lot of in this game so far that I want to see the Musketeers attack is Caden Temple on Berkeley on the outside. Caden Temple, 6'2" versus Berkeley, the 5'8" cornerback. He's got 6 inches on him. I mean, Eastern loves to throw up balls for Caden Temple on the outside. I'd like to see him attack it. I mean, Berkeley probably has some speed on him, but when you got a 6-inch height advantage, I'd like to attack that a few times.
Sure would. Now we have this lone matchup over here of Temple and Iglesias. Bannett takes a snap, hands it off to McBride. McBride's finding nowhere to go. McBride halts, leaps for a couple more yards, gets hit in the backfield by, once again, it looks like it's going to be Logan Harvey coming in from the running back position offense, finding a couple tackles from this quick start here.
Yeah, the first down run got a couple of yards on it. That one going to lose one back, setting up a 3rd and 8 here. Almost certainly going to be a passing down for the Musketeers. Got to see what Coach Dean's feeling for this 3rd down here.
Connor Gilstrap, and we looks like we have Caleb King snapping the ball this drive right now. As he's out there with Bannett in the shotgun position with Jones to his left, looking for this 3rd down and 8 snap. He has Weiniger and Temple off to his left in the wide receiver position. Falls back looking for a receiver. He finds McBride. McBride catches it. McBride off to the races. McBride down the middle of the field up to the 41-yard line after stumbling that ball in his hands quite a few times before actually bringing it in. Clean catch there from McBride. Nice gain up the field.
Yeah, McBride all over this game so far, blowing up that 2-point conversion on the last touchdown, and then making another good catch so far. McBride having by far his best day receiving so far.
Sure has. Now we're going to see him in a big hurry now as Bennett lines his team up with Jones in the sidecar. We have this lone matchup over here of Berkeley and Weiniger. He takes a snap, falls back, looking for receiver. He has a man. That's McBride again. Cannot find him over the head of McBride. Coming up, second down.
I mean, I want to see Eastern try to test some of these cornerbacks. I mean, they're just doing the classic go out there, run 5 yards, sit down, Cooper Cup type of route tree. But, I mean, Eastern has dynamic receivers in their wide receiver room, and they're all taller for the most part than the Charlestown receivers. I'd like to see maybe some jump balls or something to let your guys use their size over these smaller defenders.
We're going to need to see a lot more adverse ability here from the offense if they're going to be able to get something going here. I like to see a pass over here to Weiniger against Berkeley. Bennett takes a snap, hands off to Jones. Jones lowers his head, gets up to the 39-yard line, getting very little to nowhere on that one. Bring up a third down and long.
Yeah, Eastern got to get it going here. We mentioned the height difference between Temple and Berkeley. Even Reese Weiniger, 5 inches taller than Berkeley. I mean, Berkeley has shown that he is a dynamic athlete, but I mean, he's normally going to be a slot corner. So, I mean, run some different routes at him. On this third down, almost once again, right back in that 3rd and 8, another passing down. Last time they found McBride to keep this drive going.
8:40 and counting, 22-0, Charlestown on top. Bennett takes a snap, rolls out right, looking for a receiver. So that's one fly. It is nearly intercepted by Stoner of the Charlestown defense. He came flying out of a rocket there looking for that ball.
Yeah, Stoner's got to have that one. Eastern throwing a lot to this right side of the field, but the issue when you're on that right hash, there's not a lot of room for your receivers to really run those routes over there. They're having 2 or 3 on that right side. There's not really a lot of room for them to be able to do their thing over there. I mean, on that one, Stoner almost making the acrobatic interception.
We now see McBride in the shotgun position now with Jones to his left, trying to find an answer for this against this Charlestown defense on 4th down and 8. He has this getting lone matchup now with Berkeley and Weiniger over here. We're going to see a timeout, though, from the Musketeer offense. We're going to send you away, and we'll see you on the other side after a few messages.
If you're looking for the best Mexican food, stop in today at El Camino in Salem. And don't forget to stop in before the game or come in up until 10 p.m. on Friday or Saturday. Come in during lunch for great specials during the week starting at just $5.65. The Speedy Gonzalez for $5.65. A taco lunch, $5.65. The quesadilla or enchilada lunch for just $5.65. Or try your choice of lunch fajitas for $9.95 or the burrito zapata. New menu coming soon at El Camino in Salem, and they're hiring servers. Weekly specials include Tuesday's taco special, buy 3, get 1 free, and Sundays, kids' meals are half price. Whether you stop in before or after the game, El Camino's is something for everyone in the family. Open till 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and weekdays 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Stop in at 403 South Main Street in Salem, or call ahead at 812-586-0199 for carryout.
And we're back here at Eastern. I'm going to send it over to my co-host, Dylan Beach, for a weather update on this game tonight.
Yeah, rain holding off so far. Maybe going to be able to avoid it the whole night, but a lot of wind blowing here at Eastern High School, home of the Musketeers, Eli.
We have Bennett now, 4th down and 8, coming up from the 39-yard line now. He has Jones on his sidecar with a single matchup of Berkeley and Weiniger again. Takes a snap, looking for a receiver, fakes the handoff, gets met by Charlestown defenders in the backfield. Huge stop by Charlestown. Making the initial hit is Doss from the defense of Charlestown, able to sit him down at the 45. Turnover on downs for the 4th time tonight.
Yeah, and we've got a very frustrated Coach Dean on the sideline after that one. That one, a broken down play, leaving your quarterback out for dead on that one. 8:29 left in this first half. Charlestown has been perfect on their drive so far. Got to see maybe potentially being able to extend this one out to 30 before half.
We see McClellan now. He's going to have Stoner in the backfield with him. McClellan in the under center position. He has a single matchup over here. Oh, he flips it out to Stoner. Stoner finding a lane. Stoner to the outside. Outside is big trouble for the Musketeers this season. Stoner with a good run up the middle here. From outside, 49-yard line picked up. We have a good second down and short coming up for the Pirates.
I mean, this is just starting to look like a different type of class of a team compared to Eastern. Maybe just a little bit out of their league here tonight. But, I mean, Eastern, regardless, got to keep that fight going. Got to be able to keep this one tighter than this so far, Eli.
McClellan up to the under center position quickly. He has, looks like Berkeley in the backfield with him. Takes a handoff, hands it off to Bonner. Sorry, Bonner with the handoff here. We have a flag on the play. Looks to be a holding call, most likely.
Yeah, going to be interesting on that one, Eli.
Holding on Charlestown that time. We're going to see them put back 10 more yards now with second down and about 14 coming up from their own 44-yard line. We're just going to see what McClellan can do as he trots over the sideline, gets the call from his coach. We saw Stoner that last drive out there, that run to the outside that time, finding a good 6 yards, finally getting to the outside. That plaguing the Musketeer defense this season, that outside run after losing tempo on that injury a while ago. Now we're going to see how they're going to powerhouse the Musketeer defense. Now let me see if we can pass the ball along like they had before, finding Mitchell for a big touchdown. Now we're going to see, here we go, McClellan in the under center position now, has Bonner behind him, trip to the right. McClellan takes the snap, fakes the flip out there. He finds Berkeley. Berkeley off to the races. Berkeley's not going to be caught. They can chase him but not catch him. Berkeley, touchdown, Pirates.
Yeah, Berkeley, he is a very, very fast player for at his size. I mean, he's got college speed there, breaking that one off easily. Eastern has always had problems with the fast players that get to the outside. I mean, it felt like before injury they could normally deal with the power backs a little bit more. But now with the injuries to this defensive front, it feels like an issue for both power and elusive backs, Eli.
It does. Now we're going to see another 2-point conversion now that could potentially send this one up to a 30-point lead before the half. We have 8:01 to go. Charlestown leads 28-0. We have Stoner and McClellan in the backfield with them. As we see, we have Mitchell with Weiniger on this right side out here. Dukes on this outside. Takes a hand snap. Looking for a receiver, takes his own hands. He's off to the races down the right sideline. Ooh, high steps into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. 30-0. Charlestown takes a commanding lead early.
Yeah, I mean, this one's starting to already look like it's out of reach. Charlestown, they just have athletes, Eli. Berkeley is an athlete that I don't think Eastern has someone who's going to beat him in a track race. But then, I mean, you look at the quarterback, Clay McClelland. I don't know if there's many beating him in the track race either. But, I mean, sometimes football gets turned into a track race. And so far tonight, we've seen, I mean, all the touchdowns have been big gainers except for those 2 on the goal line, of course. But even the ones on the goal line have been after big plays. Going to see if Eastern can't keep this one out of IHSAA running the clock mercy rule.
We sure will. Now we're going to see French and his tired leg after kicking it off 4 or 5 billion times, it seems like tonight already. French send it away. They're going to send Jury and Temple deep once again. I can see them trying to avoid him once again and seeing Connor Cleek get another reception here. Maybe Chandler Dukes if we have a ideal position for them.
Yeah, got to see a good return here to start up a drive for the Musketeers. If you're going to get anything going, it starts with the special teams. Special teams, maybe one of the most important facets of the game. Got to see it. I mean, they've had good returns throughout the year. What a time would it be to break one off here, Eli?
It sure will. Now French is lined up, ready to send this one deep. Temple and Drury back at the 18-yard line. French approaches the ball, finds a click up. That's going to be fumbled to the caught. That's Cleek there. Cleek finds an opening, does not quite get there. Boom, drop dead at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Charlestown is completely fine if the Musketeers setting up every drive at about the 30, 35. They're not too worried about the squib kick. Almost going badly there. Cleek muffing that one, letting it hit the carpet, but scooping it back up, getting a couple more yards on the play, starting this drive like the last 2 that around that 30, 35-yard line. I'd like to see Eastern open up the playbook here a little bit, Eli.
We played a quarter and a half in this football game. Charlestown is up 30-0 over the Musketeers. Second quarter, like I said, a quarter and a half. We're almost to that mercy rule that applies in the second half. In the first half, it's been a tough night on senior night for the Musketeers. It's getting spoiled.
Yeah, not an ideal senior night so far to send off this senior class who has really ushered in a new era of Eastern football during their time here. It's been a great class to see for the Musketeers.
Bannett motions, caught McBride over, hands it off to Jones anyway. Jones finds a seam. Jones gets bet, though. Up, loses 2 or 3 yards on the play. Not a good start for this offensive drive for the Musketeers.
Yeah, I mean, the term "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" really comes to mind for this Charlestown team. But I mean, the Eastern offense, it's broken right now. And I mean, we keep seeing very similar plays. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be to really find the break for this Musketeer team. You really got to see a big play to get them a little bit of a spark going into that locker room, Eli.
We sure do. Now we have Bant in the shotgun position now. Fakes the handoff one way, goes to McBride. McBride finds an opening. McBride gets met and dropped at the 34-yard line, picking up pace a little bit. 3rd down and 8 coming up. That was number 4, Doss of the defense, tackling him down right there, coming out of nowhere, stopping the play in a hole.
We mentioned Eastern not really having an ideal senior night. Nathan McBride having a good night on his senior night, putting up good numbers in the receiving games. He's had a couple of good runs so far. 3rd and long here. I'd like to see him look for Temple's way.
Bannett drops back in the pocket, looking for a receiver. Lets one fly. He finds Temple. Temple gets hit as he catches it. Gain of about 6 on the play, up to near the sticks. But it's dropped early. 4th down and 1 coming up for the Musketeers.
Like, I do understand the logic behind all of this, like, just stick routes and the comeback routes. Because, I mean, when you have a fast receiver, you have to be able to get some sort of separation. But throw him a jump ball one time. I know that he's a good athlete, but I don't think he's climbing the ladder up 6 inches to be able to pick one off from Caden Temple.
Bannett in the shotgun position, takes a snap, hands off to Jones. Jones pile drive his way up, 1st down and more on the play. Musketeers convert a 1st down for the first time on 4th down.
Yeah, a little bit of fight here coming from the Musketeers. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left in this first half. I mean, what a time to do it. Got to be able to get it going. Just shy of Pirate territory here once again. Haven't ended a drive in their territory in a bit, Eli.
1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line now. We're going to see what Bannett can do on this and ensuing play of that 1st down run from Jones there, getting 3 or 4 on 4th down and 1. Bannett with McBride and Jones behind him. Takes a snap, fakes a handoff, looking for a round receiver. Gets met by French for the Charlestown defense. Lets one fly out of bounds. He had a receiver from the Charlestown defense open on the sideline. Did not quite convert.
Yeah, I could tell that one was a pass. Aiden Miller set up early on that one. Looked to be pass block all the way. That's something I'm going to look for to really see if this Musketeer offense has tells. Because, I mean, if you can tell if it can be pass or throw by how a lineman's set up. I mean, Trent Williams in the NFL does it quite often. He has a tell with how he sets up. Going to see if Eastern can't get it back ahead of schedule on 2nd down here, Eli.
Bannett looking the same formation as last time. Takes a snap, hands out to McBride. McBride finds a crease. McBride getting a few yards out of that one. Up to the 49-yard line, dang near close to Charlestown territory. 3rd down, and about 6 coming up.
Yeah, more Nathan McBride. Probably he's looking like one of the faster guys on this team this year. Has had a couple very good runs. I mean, he just has a great burst out of that backfield that maybe some of the other guys on this team don't really have. I mean, he has good acceleration. That's a very underrated asset of a good running back, Eli.
We see McBride, not McBride. We see Bannett now in the same formation, takes a snap, hands it off to Jones. Jones has nowhere to go. Gets met by a few Charlestown defenders. 4th down and about 7 coming up after a loss.
Yeah, I mean, Eastern last couple of weeks, Scottsburg and now Charlestown both certainly having Braden Jones's number. I mean, Braden having some very dominant games so far. Now on the sideline, pretty angry on the sideline. Don't know what's going on here. This Musketeer team.
We have some visible agitation from Jones on the sideline as Cleek's going to check in for him in the running back position. Jones kind of blow off some steam.
We're going to have a punt here.
We're going to have a punt now. Cleek clocking in, though, for him as Band's going to punt for the first time tonight.
Unless we see a fake here, but.
No, we're going to have a timeout for Musketeers. Their 2nd of the evening for the first half. We're going to send you away to the other side of this timeout. We'll see you after a few short ads.
Party time is rolling on at McDonald's in Salem, Mitchell, and West Baden. Hosted birthday parties are continuing to gain in popularity. McDonald's birthday parties include goodie bags for each guest, a gift for the birthday child, meals with the choice of cheeseburger, hamburger, or nuggets, along with fries, choice of drink for each guest, a birthday cake, and ice cream. Now the Play Place is closed for an inclusive 2-hour private party. That's right, the Play Place closes down for the 2-hour event. Call event coordinator Renee Lewis at 812-788-0126 to schedule your party for Salem, Mitchell, or West Baden today. Renee and her staff will set everything up, take care of all the serving and work during the party, and take care of all the cleanup. All this for a party of up to 10 kids for $130. And it's just $5 for additional children. Parties at Salem allow children to play, while the McDonald's in Mitchell and West Baden will feature age-appropriate games. Let McDonald's make your child's next birthday party stress-free for you and fun for them. Call Renee at 812-78.
We are back here at Eastern High School. We are the 4th down and 7 coming up. We're going to see if Bannett takes a snap or punts it. We're going to have a timeout now from Charlestown as they were in punt return formation. Now, we're not going to send you away this time, but we will see what's going to happen differently now for the Musketeers as coach for Charlestown was talking over.
Eastern had them there. Eastern had them on the fake punt. They had 2 guys back. Having Bannett as that punter, you can bring them up and you can run fakes. They had him there. They had him back. They waited for him to run up, didn't get the snap off. Charlestown gets the timeout. You've got to be able to get that one off there. Eli.
They sure do. They had them confused on the defensive end of things. Now they cannot seem to have that play coming up as Charlestown's not going to line up in that punt formation.
Confusion's your best friend on a punt fake. I mean, you can't run a punt fake if they expect it. I mean, now they're going to have to come out just regular formation. The regular formations haven't worked for them tonight, Eli.
They sure have not. Now we're going to see Bannett anyway lining up in the regular shotgun position, not looking to send this one away on a punt. He's going to have Cleek and McBride off to either side of him. Bannett takes a snap, fall back. Oh, it gets hit, and instantly it's caught, though, by Drury. Drury's off to the races. Drury's not going to get found. Drury is going to get tackled down at the 20-yard line. What a miracle of a catch there from Drury, able to be off to the races and get caught short.
He's got to cut that one off the other way, Eli, running towards the only defender in the area. I mean, Temple trying to block on that one. It's always going to be hard to block a guy downfield, but, I mean, he's got to cut that back the other way, Eli. That should be 6.
It should be 6 more than we think it would. We had an injury on the field. That's number 17, Noah Phillips for Charlestown. He's up and off to his own off the sideline of his own power. But like you said, Dylan, Garrett Drury ran the ball to the only defender on his side of the field, and he got stopped more when he shouldn't have. He was off to the races, green grass in front of him, nobody coming around. He goes for a defender anyway. Now we're going to see 4 minutes and 20 seconds clocking off now. 30-0 now. First half is clocking down.
See if Eastern can pull off a score here, Eli, to get back on the scoreboard this week.
Bannett has McBride and Cleek off to his right. Bannett takes a snap, hands it off McBride. McBride finds a seam. McBride getting a few yards out of it, but ended up getting halted about after 5 yards.
Yeah, I'm liking what McBride is bringing to this offense tonight. He's that change of pace back that a lot of NFL teams have started to employ. They have their main back. I mean, you can see it in Tennessee. You can see it with the Lions. I mean, the Lions with David Montgomery. Tennessee with King Henry, Derrick Henry. But, like, every team needs to have that change of pace back that accelerates out of the pocket well, and McBride has been that for the Musketeers this year.
He really has. Now we see Bannett with a single back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, finds a QB draw now. The ball comes out. The ball is loose. Picked up by Charlestown's Berkeley. Berkeley able to recover a fumble for the first time. That's a 5th turnover for the Musketeers now already.
That should not have been a fumble. I think he was down on that one. I think he was down well before that fumble, but this very bad, no horrible day has just continued for the Musketeers. I mean, down 30 with 3:20 before the half. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now, Eli.
After that fumble recovery from Berkeley, we're going to see McClellan and this powerful Charlestown offense come back out onto the field. McClellan this time with Stoner off to his right and has 4 receivers in the outs this time. McClellan in the shotgun, looking for the snap. Takes it, falls back in the pocket, looking for a receiver. He has one this time. That's going to be Berkeley, it looks like. Berkeley gets to the outside, finds a seam. Berkeley's off to the races. Berkeley, he stepped out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. First down still.
I mean, that kind of sums up the night. Throwing a 0-yard route out to Berkeley. He looks to be brought down early. Ends up making it into about a 20-yard play. I mean, if you didn't run into the sideline, he might have had a chance to make a guy miss and go score on that one. I mean, just frustrating. A lot of things very frustrating from this Eastern side right now, Eli.
13 yards on the play right there as they're rushing up to the line after that snap count. McClelland in the shotgun now with Stoner again has trips to his right. McClelland takes a snap, looking for a receiver once again. He's going to find Mitchell. Mitchell flips it out of his hand. Mitchell falls that one down, bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Not a great play on the ball from the wide receiver Mitchell there. Had Temple on his back. I mean, had the space to make that catch, just didn't really quite corral that one in, Eli. Not going to want to remember that one as a wide receiver. Got to have a memory of a goldfish after a drop, Eli.
Sure will. Now we're going to see Stoner and Mitch and McClelland back in the backfield this time. Once again, we saw this formation so many times now. He has this lone matchup. Nobody on the coverage, it looks like, for that receiver. Looks for a receiver, finds one, lets one fly deep down the center of the field. That's going to be intercepted by number 32, Drury, of the Musketeer defense. Charlestown's first turnover of the night. We said that before. They might be able to get interceptions because of the lackadaisical passing by McClelland.
Yeah, that was a duck, quack, quack, quack over the top there. Hizzy throws, probably should have just taken the sack on that one, Eli. Trying to air one out for the deep receiver. Not even one of his faster guys on that one. Drury just really stepping up, catching that one like he's in center field during baseball. I mean, just too easy there. Great play from Garrett Drury. Maybe we have a swing of momentum here, Eli. Maybe Eastern goes on like a 35 unanswered point run here.
That'd sure be nice, wouldn't it? We had Duncan, the intended receiver, on that play. It was a quick throw, but intercepted by Drury. Now we're going to see Bannett with another chance in this first half, down 30-0, having Cleek and McBride on either side of him with a lone matchup of Weiniger to his left. Takes a snap, hands it off to Cleek. Oh, Cleek gets met as he gets it. Cleek down at about the 49-yard line, almost in plus territory. 2nd down coming up, clock keeps running.
Yeah, Connor Cleek's been the 3rd-string running back for this Eastern team since week 1. Had some carries early in the year. Going to get a little bit more increased game action tonight. I think they're letting Braden Jones cool off here. Still angry after that last drive. Got to see him be able to cool off and look forward to the rest of the year.
Bannett takes a snap, hands off to McBride. McBride finds a crease. McBride spinning around defenders. McBride up to the 45-yard line. We saw a lone matchup of Temple and Berkeley after that right far side, but Bannett's not looking for it. He's not taking advantage of those single matchups outside, and they're wasting reps.
I mean, it's a game of matchups, certainly, Eli, but I do like the McBride matchup. I mean, power backs work a lot better when the other team's front is a lot smaller than yours. You got to have a speed guy when they're bigger. McBride has been that so far.
Bannett hand off McBride. McBride finds a crease once again. McBride, though, down past the 1st down, able to convert that one. The clock will stop momentarily as we're ready for another 1st down. Bannett lining his team up here. We'll see him soon.
Nathan McBride's really impressed me. I know I keep saying it, but a thing that we've watched him over his career as a Musketeer used to be kind of a just put your head down and run type of guy. But his ball carrier vision's been impressive tonight. I mean, he's finding the holes. He's getting into them with his burst. I mean, he's been one of the lone bright spots of this Musketeer team tonight.
Lone matchup here on the near side here. Bannett takes a snap, falls back and rolls out right, looking for a receiver. Can't find one. Lets one fly. That's going to be intercepted by Berkeley. Oh, incomplete pass, officially ruled by their umpire on the right side. We're going to do a 2nd down coming out for the Musketeers.
Yeah, no red challenge flags at the high school level to be able to review that one. Might have been a little bit closer than that fumble that also could have went to the review, but still good play on the ball there from Berkeley. Almost being able to pull that one off, hits the ground. Temple, the intended guy there, just was underthrown. I mean, put that into that gray area. Berkeley, the great athlete, using his burst of speed to be able to get back towards that ball, Eli.
Bannett now with McBride and Cleek to the either side of him. Takes a snap, hands off to McBride. McBride finds an opening. He's off to the races. Pile drives over a few defenders up to the 34-yard line. Great run by McBride there, the powerhouse, showing his strength so far.
Yeah, McBride, the lone bright spot so far, has been very good tonight for this Musketeers team.
He sure has. Now we're going to see a short 3rd down here, about 3rd down and 1, a minute 3 and counting to go in the game. One time out for the Musketeers. Bannett takes a snap, keeps handing it off. Cleek this time. Cleek finds an opening. Cleek gets met by the Charlestown defense. That's going to be 52 on the tackle. That's Willoughby. Willoughby on the tackle. Great hop there, but still a first down for the Musketeers. Will they be able to find a crease there in the D offense? Gets tackled. Cleek gets nowhere but first down. Bennett now in shotgun position, quickly moving this time. Bennett takes the snap, looking for a receiver, dropping back. Lets one fly. Back hook, back deep corner of the end zone. Temple's there. It is incomplete. Knocked down by Berkeley.
Yeah, had a guy there. Once again, maybe looking for that jump ball to Temple for the first time tonight. Just overthrowing him. Berkeley was the only guy to be able to get a hand on that one. Eastern got to bounce back here. This drive has looked promising, but time is more of an issue so far. Only 35 seconds left in this first half for them to be able to go find that touchdown, Eli.
We played about 2 quarters in this one. The Musketeers are still down 30-0. Bennett looking to pass again here. Falls back in the pocket. Lets him fly again. That's Temple. He goes out, turns out right. He gets met by 2 defenders for the Pirates. That'll be
a timeout here.
And it looks like they might do that. Timeout. Musketeers, we're going to send you away for a short timeout, and we'll be back after a message.
Gary LaVox of Rascal Flats is coming to French Lick Resort. Get your tickets now and see one of country music's biggest stars on Saturday, October 28th. This concert has it all. The Rascal Flatts songs you love, plus new original hits from Gary's solo career. Tickets are going fast, so get yours now. Go to FrenchLick.com or Ticketmaster.com. We'll see you at the show. Must be 21 to enter casino. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
There's someone near.
We're back here in Eastern High School, and we have 28 seconds to go. It is 3rd down and 4 for the Musketeers. We're looking to see a good play here, trying to get them back up into the red zone. They're at the 24-yard line, 24-yard line right now. 3rd down and 4. Bennett comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see what Eastern's cooking up here on 3rd and 4, using what I believe was their last timeout. Just the 28 seconds left, but a first down will stop that clock again. So I got to be able to get it here. And I mean, I'd like to see a pass because an incompletion could also, once again, stop it for that 4th down. But this penultimate play of this drive here, Eli.
Bennett in the shotgun position now. Cleek and McBride off to the right and left of him. He's going to have his lone matchup of Weiniger with Iglesias off to this left. We're looking to see this one. Hopefully a jump ball here. Bennett takes a snap. Looking for a receiver this time. It's going to be, Temple gets held to that whole route that time, but no flag is called. It'd be a 3rd down. Clock stop. 24.9 to go.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a flag on that one. Stoner having hands all over him the whole time. Temple trying to turn and make a catch on that play. Just really never had a chance on that one. Stoner, however, though, in the eyes of the ref, had good coverage, getting that incompletion there. Sun up this 4th and 4. 24.9 seconds left, and I would like to get that clock down if I was the Musketeers because, I mean, Charlestown team can score in one play quite often.
Stoner had no way to find the ball that last drop play there, but now we're going to see Bennett taking the snap, hands it off to McBride. McBride's going to find that any opening. He's off to the foot races. Oh, he gets stopped. They're going to get to the ball quickly now as the clock continues. 17-16 and clowning. Musketeers are trotting their way up there quickly. Bennett trying to associate his offense around. The referee to stop in there.
The clock's going to start running. This Eastern team's got to be ready. They got to be at the ball, ready to snap. Already losing precious time here.
Bennett takes it, and it's going to be spiked. 2nd down and 10 coming up from inside the 10.
That one's frustrating. I mean, you run off 5 seconds just for a spike there. You got to be at the ball ready to snap that. If you're spiking that, just be ready there. That's wasting off 5 to 6 seconds that you need to be able to get in the end zone here.
It sure is. It's not very, very poor play call there from the Musketeers. They could have had a touchdown on that play. We're going to see Bennett in the same formation as that spike. Falls back, rolls out to his right, looking for a receiver. Doesn't find one. Has taken his own hands. Bennett's going to get high step into the end zone. Touchdown, Musketeers. We are seeing a comeback in the making.
Yeah, Eastern getting that touchdown there, maybe fighting off the running clock for a little bit longer here. Going to be interesting to see if they can't mount a little bit more of a comeback after this. Seeing what I believe is a new kicker Oh, wait, no, that is still Bannett. Never mind. I thought I saw Bannett trot off the sideline. I thought we saw a new kicker out here tonight, Eli. That would be interesting.
It would after seeing him for 8 games being the kicker. We're to see Bannett ready to put this one up for an extra point. Jury takes a snap, holds it for his kicker. The kick's blocked, and it's going to be held up 30-6.
The good times can't keep going for the Musketeers for long. I mean, getting that huge touchdown and then a blocked PAT there. 6 seconds left in this one. Eastern needs to try their best to be able to make this the last play of the half on this kickoff, Eli.
Sure does. Tough play there on that extra point. It looks like it was just a little too many defensive linemen there ready to come in there. No restriction from the offensive line of the Musketeers, allowing like 4 or 5 of them to get backfield with a little hand on it from Charlestown, making that a non-successful attempt. As we're going to see now, we're going to see Bannett looking to send it away for his first kickoff of the night. We'll see if he can get things going, and maybe have to kick it off a few more times tonight.
Yeah, hopefully not his last kickoff of the night. I mean, he does have to kick off one more time because Charlestown did elect to defer into this game, but 6 seconds is a long time whenever Charlestown has the athletes they do. They've had one play touchdowns tonight. I'd like to squib this one somewhere, kick it as hard as you can at one of those guys on the front line. Make this the last play of the half.
We're going to see Stoner back deep with Jordan to return this one from Bannett and the Musketeers after that touchdown, high stepping into the end zone for Bannett on that QB compromise kick keeper for the touchdown, 6-30. Now we're going to see if the Musketeers can take this one to half without another punch from the Charlestown Pirates. Bannett waiting for the official snap here.
Getting his guys out to the line now. Got to be interesting to see what the Musketeers do here. They haven't really had a late second touchdown where they've had to kick the ball back off. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with just 6 seconds left.
Bannett sends it away. High, steeping kick there. Stone's going to have it off the one bounce at the 10-yard line. Heads his way up to the 15. Goes to the outside, far side to the 20. He's down out there. Finds his way out to the 30, 35, 40, 45. And that clock is going to expire. It's going to go to halftime. But what an excellent return from Stoner.
You cannot kick that ball back deep with 6 seconds left, Eli. They did succeed in making that the last play of the half. But, he had one man to beat there to score another touchdown here, Eli. That is just mind-boggling on the play call there.
It sure is. What a questionable first half from the Musketeers. What an excellent first half from the Pirates. We're going to see most likely a slower offensive pace from the Pirates in the second half in order to get things settled down, because if they score one more time, we're going to see an IHS AA official clock running the rest of the game.
Yep. Eli, let's send this one off to halftime for Commissioner's Corner. Let's run a few ads. We'll be back for a little bit of a shortened halftime show here tonight, and then back for that start of the second half, Eli.
Keep playing. Keep working. Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on keeping on. Visit baptisthealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
High school sports teach so much more than just the fundamentals of the game. They also teach the fundamentals of life, like the power of belief. I'm Robert Falkins.
And I'm Carrie Rosati. We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. In the second classroom of high school sports, student athletes understand hard work pays off, and they learn to be proud of their effort, no matter the outcome.
Successful student athletes support their teammates and learn to always do the right thing.
And most importantly, they learn to always believe in themselves.
When high school sports keep education in front of athletics, these fundamental beliefs outweigh the idea of winning at all costs.
That's why high school sports are a transformative and invaluable part of every student athlete's education.
Buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and show student athletes that you'll always believe in them too.
This is the power of belief. This is the power of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
You're listening to the Eastern Musketeers Sports Network. We want to take some time to thank our sponsors for supporting our broadcast of this game. We're going to take a quick break in the game to hear from our local sponsors who help bring you live games for the Eastern Musketeers Sports Network.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. We call this the Commissioner's Corner. Commissioner, busy time as always. We tournament-wise, girls golf wrapped up this past weekend. Carmel with the team championship. Samantha Brown from Westfield, the medalist. You got tennis getting ready to start, cross country getting ready to start, soccer, volleyball, all on the horizon. Plus the pairing show for football coming up Saturday. It's an understatement to say it. I'll say it anyway. You're very busy around the state, member institutions, and at the IHSAA office right now.
Yeah, and we like to say it's a good thing. we like being busy, but when we're busy, it means kids have an opportunity to participate.
Sure.
Coach, I was out of golf this past weekend, and we had two just gorgeous days of golf. Again, the level of our athletes, the level that they participate at, it's just incredible. I was sitting on the 18th fairway coming into the green, and I watched four girls, group after group after group, all hit tee shots or approach shots like I only dream about. They were sticking that green within they were all had 30 putts, and I'm sitting there saying, why can't I do that? But those girls played incredible, and Samantha Brown didn't. She's tried to win this thing for several years, and Saturday was finally her day as a senior to win a state championship. And obviously Carmel did great, but yeah, we're rolling right now.
You are rolling, and you mentioned, the skill level of the ladies. It's not, it's every sport. I've done this show for a while, been involved with Indiana Sports Talk for a while, and I've been around it. I'm just amazed at how much better kids seem to be getting literally on a year-to-year basis. And, in large part because of the great coaches we have around our state.
It is. And it's coaches that, they don't take from kids, they give to kids. And when they give to kids, they challenge them to be better people. They challenge them to do great things. They challenge them to be incredible students in the classroom. And I often talk about those lessons that they get to put in their toolbox for the rest of their life. And that's what our coaches are doing for these kids. And when they're in an education-based system, sure, we can train skill, but coaches in an education-based system train the person too. And again, they find a way to challenge these kids to do things they didn't think they could do. And that's why we have such incredible athletes in this state.
All right, Sunday, Paul Condry and I will be there. You've always been gracious host. We have the pairing show. It's a huge night for everyone around the state, and we are excited about the opportunity, clearly. But I think more than anything, it's just that it's time to play for championships, and people will now know after this weekend what that last week of regular season is about and what the tournament's going to be about. And the IHSATV.org network, the Champions Radio Network, has become an amazing force, Paul, and I congratulate all of you, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. And it is. It's been a vision that started many, many years ago, to be frank. And the origins of Indiana Sport Talk showed us that talking about high school sports on a statewide platform means something. And so, Coach, they tune in. I was with somebody this past weekend, and they were telling me how much they love listening to Sports Talk on Friday and Saturday night. And just a sports fan, they just love what high school sports do. And you have a vehicle for that. And so we just tried to expand that. IHSA TV this year is we're going solo this year. We're going to broadcast as many sectional and regional contests for free. That was a can, as we have broadcasters for. And then there will be a ticket at the same. You can watch the semi-state and the state finals on IHSATV.org. The great thing about it is the cost to watch it online is no more expensive than the cost to buy a ticket to go to the event. Mm-hmm. And so, we're going to do that solo this year through IHSATV.org. And I think we're going to have a great product for fans to be able to watch across this state.
Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Hey, Janie, you know what one of my favorite things about high school sports is? Seeing young fans in the stands cheering on their community.
I love watching elementary-age kids wearing their team's colors, holding up homemade signs, faces painted, just full of hopes and dreams. I'm Janie Ulmer.
And I'm Brian Lewis. We're both assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. We're also both former student athletes who were once those young fans in the stands, dreaming about wearing a jersey for our high school one day.
When you support high school sports, you protect the next generation's dream of representing their high school with pride.
And you ensure the invaluable learning experience of education-based athletics is available for years to come.
So buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events, because it doesn't just support today's student athletes.
It supports tomorrow's too.
This is investing in your community. This is protecting their dream. This is your IHSAA.
Stand by for the second half. This Eastern Musketeers halftime report was brought to you by...
Hi, everybody, and we're back for our halftime show after that little audio we played that didn't quite represent what we were doing, but anyway.
Eli told me to press the wrong button. He's trying to sabotage me, everybody at home.
Yeah, that's my plan every week. All right, so we saw some things from Charlestown and Eastern in that first half that could be questionable, but Charlestown ultimately pulled away and are up by 24 points early.
Yeah, I mean, just not a great start to this game for the Musketeers. Just 2 scores away from that IHSA mercy rule running clock. Might see that happening at some point here tonight, Eli. Let's run over some of those keys to the game, because, I mean, I think it really explains how this game has happened. We said that Eastern needed to find momentum early. They didn't find any sort of momentum until the last minute of that first half. And, I mean, pressure the offense, haven't really gotten any pressure to that quarterback who scrambles so well, and then run the ball with power. And our power back was benched during that last drive and in favor of a speed back. So, I mean, the 3 keys that we had for Eastern in this game, 0 for on that. I mean, Charlestown, take advantage of opponent mental lapses. Check on that one. I mean, use powerful passing game to your favor. I mean, they've hit the deep ball constantly tonight and get outside the numbers. Check on all 3 there, Eli. I mean, it's frustrating because, I mean, Charlestown has done what they need to do to be in this game. I mean, they were expected by a lot of people to run away with this game, but, I mean, John Harrell had this game score at 35-21. So, I mean, he respected that. He thought that Eastern would at least be able to get 3 scores on this one, keep this somewhat close. But, I mean, tonight it just hasn't happened.
Unless we see a huge defensive stand to start the second half for the Musketeers. Looks like the Pirates are going to run away with a high scoring affair for them. But like you said, Charlestown Pirates are ticking off every box in their keys to the game tonight that we talked about. Eastern, completely the opposite. They're holding back on every cylinder they have to fire with. Not finding the ball to the outside or throwing the ball like they want to. Running the ball with power. It came a little bit in the end of the second quarter there in that last drive from McBride when Jones on the bench. But it needs to come every drive. It needs to happen every drive, not just one. And like another one, pressure the offense. They're not pressuring the offense. McClellan has a lot of time back there in the backfield to throw that ball. At least 3 or 4 seconds is way too long. It allows those receivers to find their routes and find openings down the field in those gaps. And that happens when you get long balls down the field, just like it happened for finding Mitchell on that 1 touchdown long pass. That Jury played the ball rather than the man. And now we're going to see if the Musketeers can make halftime adjustments and find their way back into this one.
Yeah, Eastern really have to get a great locker room speech going. But, I mean, I don't know, Eli. I don't think that that's going to happen tonight. I don't know if it's in the cards for a miraculous comeback to beat Charlestown for the first time. But, I mean, I don't know. It just felt like we didn't see much fight out of that Eastern team until those last drives after that Garrett Jury interception and that good drive that capped off that touchdown with just 6 seconds left in that first half. But, I mean, that's what you have to see the whole game. I mean, there's no way that should be coming within the last minute of a game or a half.
It should not. You're right. It should be coming at every aspect, every drive, every snap of this game. The Musketeers are just lacking the power they need right now. They're lacking their momentum increasing. They're lacking everything they need right now in order to find things the way they want them. They're giving up too many long bombs, getting stopped in the backfield on runs they should be getting a lot of yardage on. It makes things hard to progress on offense when you have so many lackadaisical runs. It's like they're out there going through the motions rather than going out there and actually putting the ball down hard and trying to run it down someone's throat. It's impossible for them to gain any progress if they do that all night.
Yeah, Eastern just Charlestown, we've seen them turn it into a track meet, and we knew at a certain point that they would try to do that. I mean, they have the superior athletes, but what Eastern does have on the outside is a lot of height. And it feels frustrating that we haven't seen a fade ball towards Caden Temple at least once tonight. Eli.
That has mesmerized me to me, too. I cannot believe we haven't seen one of those tonight. But it's going to be something we have to watch later because those half-time adjustments could bring on something just like that into play. But we don't know because Temple has had those lone matchups, and so has Weininger. Had those lone matchups with Weininger, with Iglesias for Charlestown. He's also had Temple with Berkeley out there on those lone matchups, and they're not choosing to throw the ball in any of those aspects of the game, which is really struggling them because Charlestown's piling in that defensive line, really not giving up any ground on the run.
Yeah, I mean, the run hasn't been working except for the couple for Nathan McBride. Braden Jones has been a non-factor so far in this game, and that's got to be frustrating at a coaching standpoint. Having Braden Jones be so dominant all year long, and then this last 2 weeks has kind of just disappeared all of a sudden, Eli.
They sure have. We've seen, like you said, disappearance. The Musketeers had a good game against Salem, and after that, it feels like after that Salem game, they used up all their power and all their urgency in that one game to hopefully get something going for the rest of the season. But it's not been the case so far. We've seen too many plays this previous half, that have caused the Musketeers some trouble, caused them plays that caused them problems that they do not want in the remaining of the second half.
Yeah, got to see Eastern have a little bit more fight in this half. I mean, I've mentioned that I don't see a miraculous 30-point reducing comeback in this game, but what I do expect is that Eastern still has to play at least one more game this year. I assume they're going to play 2 games because I have them right now. If I was a bracketologist for high school football, I'd have them going all the way to the sectional championship. We mentioned the week draw earlier. I mean, Crystal House Manual got 2 wins on the year. They play a relatively weak schedule. One of their wins was a homeschooled team. That would be a disappointing one if Eastern doesn't win. You have to get your mind right, and it starts tonight. You've got to be able to get in this game fighting against a team that's better than you, because once you beat Crystal House Emmanuel, you're going to play another team that's similar to you in either Brown County or Switzerland County. I mean, I expect them to see Switzerland County, who on paper is a very similar team, Eastern. Similar school sizes. The only common opponent they've played this year as each other was Crawford County. Eastern beat them by just a little bit more than Switzerland County did. But, I mean, then if you're making it to a sectional championship, which is where this Eastern team should end up considering their draw, but you're going to play either Triton Central, Brownstown Central, or Indianapolis-Scecina, who are all 3 dominant teams, have been dominant programs. So, I mean, also similar to this Charlestown team, probably even better than these Charlestown teams. So, I mean, Eastern's got to be able to start building tonight for a long sectional push. They've got to get Braden Jones back in the right headspace if they're going to make it very far in sectional.
We see too many aggressive reactions on the sideline of each of these players when they have something bad happens to them on the field. Like you said, it starts with the team now. It starts in how they're going to figure it out because they have sectional next week in Indianapolis. It's going to be a question of whether they can get their heads ready and get ready to play next week in unfamiliar territory. They never played this team of Crystal House Manual. Never had a chance with them. They never played.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a team. This is going to be a kind of a play around game where they have to figure it out early if they can be able to hang with them or find their own way to play the game and prosper over Crystal House Manual. It's going to be a great test. Like you said, the top of that bracket is very tough. Having a chance at a sectional championship is the key, obviously. But Musketeers haven't had that chance in the 17 years they've had a football program. We're going to see now next week because it all starts in the locker room. It starts with practices. It starts in different morales, different cultures set by this Musketeer coaching staff and players themselves. We have to see more assertiveness and more willingness to win if they want to get a chance in a sectional title game this next couple weeks.
Yeah, it all starts this week for Eastern. I mean, I'm I, along with probably some of the players, have already chalked this one down as a loss for the Musketeers tonight. But that's the thing. They have such a great opportunity for some postseason football that I just want to see them go challenge at this week. I mean, got to have a couple of good weeks of practice. You can't start thinking about who you're going to play in the next round. I mean, I know they're looking forward, just like I am, seeing how they could make it to a sectional championship. You're going to have to handle business for these first 2 weeks, and then you're going to have to game plan almost certainly very differently for either a Triton Central team or a Brownstown team in a potential sectional championship. But, I mean, this Eastern team should be able to handle Crystal House Emmanuel next week. Going to be a long trek up to Indianapolis, though, for the Musketeers. I mean, that's always going to be a factor, though.
It sure will. That bus time there, especially since Crystal House is playing on their home field for this one. It's going to be a big test to see whether that bus lag for the Musketeers, that 2-hour trip up to Indianapolis, 90-something miles, is going to be a problem when it comes to playing time, because they're going to leave here probably on a Thursday night, I'd imagine, and spend the night up there.
They'll just drive up today, I bet. I bet they'll probably take off early on Friday, get to take a nice bus up to Indianapolis. They'll probably I don't see them leaving on Thursday. What? Oh, even better.
Even better
they don't even have to go to school on that Friday.
Their e-learning day on Friday. How is that so convenient? Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, that's the setup for the Musketeers now. As we're ready to start this third quarter, clock's expired at halftime. Another fresh 12 minutes to go in a quarter. Third quarter starting the second half. We're going to see first the Charlestown Pirates coming out on their dominant first half, see if they can key on momentum here and keep things rolling for them.
Yeah, for any Eastern Musketeer fans making the trek up next week for the sectional, going to be an hour 47-minute drive going up 65 through Seymour from Eastern High School. Or, I mean, if you want to take the alternate route up through Bloomington, that's going to set you at about 2 hours, Eli. Hopefully, Eastern gets a nice little fan base out there. I mean, have had some very far sectional draws in previous memory. I mean, I think the last one they won was at Unionville or
Union County.
Yeah, Union County, Farmerburg. I mean, that was like a 4-hour one. I mean, that's like an impossible game to get fans at. But, I mean, 2 hours, I mean, that's not bad. And this should be a game that the Musketeers are competing in. Like to see a lot of Musketeers there next week. Hopefully no one listening on the radio to us, Eli.
Exactly. So we're going to see now with Bannett ready to send this one deep. We have Berkeley and Bonner in the back, deep back for the return of this kickoff, the opening and second half. Like you said, Charlestown deferred to the second half. We're going to see them first. We're going to see McClelland and potentially Stoner. Now, a quick onside kick from Bannett. Recovered, though, by Charlestown. A big trick play to start. Recovered by Charlestown's 56. That'll be Traub. Traub on the recovery from that trickery of an onside kick. Charlestown's going to line up in very, very favorable position at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Luke Dean trying his best Sean Payton or Tom Allen impersonation, opening up the second half with an onside kick. But unlike Sean Payton or Tom Allen, that one quite didn't work. But I like the aggression there. I mean, you're not going to get that most times, but I like the aggression.
McClellan takes a snap, hands off to Stoner. Stoner finds the outside. Stoner gets past the 50 to the 45, steps out of bounds about the 45-yard line, holding that one. Good first down run.
Yeah, great start once again. Getting them now into Musketeer territory was just shy after that onside kick. Good start for Stoner on this drive.
It sure was. We're going to see now, especially in the first play of the drive, they're already in plus territory on the Musketeer side of the ball. At the 44-yard line, it's second down and 5 coming up for the Pirates. We have McClelland with Stoner to his left. He has 2 on the right. He has 2 on the out here. McClelland takes it, falls back in the pocket, looking for a receiver. Lets one fly. That is going to be French. French gets the first down and passes sticks about 2 yards. First down, Pirates.
It's too easy there for Charlestown. Great conversion there for the tight end French. He's been all over the place. Great start for the Charlestown team. Now getting even further into Musketeer territory.
At the 39-yard line, now the sticks are moved, and we're ready to resume play. 11:36 to go. 30-6 here. McClelland under the center this time with Stoner in the backfield all alone. McClellan takes snap, flips out to Stoner. Stoner finds the outside once again. Stoner finds a seam. Stoner up to the 29-yard line. First down.
Flag on the play deep in that backfield. That one's going to come back. Unfortunately for Charlestown Eastern getting a break there, that one's going to come back. I mean, had the first down and a little bit more, but early flag on that one.
It sure was. Now we're going to see Charlestown back up at the 49-yard line. Still in Musketeer territory this time, but it's going to be a little bit more of a longer drive now. 1st and 20 coming up for the Pirates as McClellan, after that big run pitch out to Stoner, able to get the first down. Now we're seeing another first down and 20 coming up. McClellan in the shotgun position with Stoner off to his left. McClellan takes a snap, looking for a receiver, falls back in the pocket, lets him fly deep. That's gonna be Mitchell right there. Mitchell gets the one. He's off the foot race, gets tripped up, but stays on his feet. Touchdown Pirates.
Yeah, it feels like they're having everything go their way here tonight. I mean, they largely have another score for the Pirates on this Friday the 13th, Eli.
A lot of spookiness going on for the Musketeers in this game. Not able to find their footing on any aspects of the football. So we're going to see now a 30-point lead opened up for the Pirates once again with a 2-point conversion pending with McClellan under center with Stoner out behind him. He's going to have Martin in the tight end position alongside with French. Motions over, hands it off to Berkeley. Berkeley's going to find the outside. Berkeley's off to the first. Lays out Chandler Dukes and gets across the chalk. 2-point conversion converted. What a hit.
Yeah, from a very small Jaden Berkeley, 5'8", 155. That is a great truck there from him. This Charlestown team is rolling, Eli.
Man, that was a layout. He told him to sit down. So now we have a 38-6 opening lead now for the Charlestown Pirates with about 11:07 remaining in the third quarter. A lot of confusion on this Musketeer sideline. Nothing working for him tonight.
Yeah, Eastern's got to get back in this. I'm interested to see what Braden Jones's usage is going to look like the rest of this game. I mean, was frustrated at the end of that first half. I'm wanting to see if it's going to be more. If it's going to be more Nathan McBride once again, or if they're going to ease Braden Jones back into this game tonight.
We're going to see the lead block on that 2-point conversion. Ethan French come out now to send this one deep with Jury and Temple in the backfield, in the back deep for this return. Once again, after the touchdown and 2-point conversion from Charlestown, French lining his team up, ready to send this one away. French approaches the ball slowly but surely. Temple and Jury ready to return this one. French takes it, ready to go, and we see him approach the ball, sends it off. It's going to be avoided from Jury. Take it off, one bounce back towards Jury, picks it up, falls right on it, though, and gets to be down at the 24-yard line. Great starting field, but not great starting field position. Great for the defense. Musketeers are going to struggle in this next one as you see Bannett come out in the field once again.
Yeah, got to see a change of pace here for the Musketeers. Now down 32 points, just 3 points away from that dreaded running clock. Maybe going to wrap this game up faster tonight, Eli.
We might, as we're going to see Bannett now as they're trying with their change people. Now Jury's going to be jogging off the field now under his own power, looking a little sluggish as Jones is going to find his way back on the field for this opening drive of the second half, as we saw him benched on that previous drive in the second half. And now Bannett lining his team up at the line of scrimmage, hoping to get things going now. He has going to have McBride and Jones on either side of him with this lone matchup over here of Weiniger, and he's going to be going against, it looks like, Iglesias again.
Yeah,
Bannett takes a snap, hands it off to McBride. McBride finds an opening. McBride gets hit by Charlestown defenders, dropped at the 25, a gain of maybe 1 or 2 on the play.
Yeah, McBride bouncing around in that backfield, trying his best to make something out of nothing there. Not a lot of holes, but getting a decent little gain to start this drive off, Eli.
It sure is. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Musketeers. Start with a 2-yard gain. Nothing like it's crazy to go. You don't have to start off strong. You can start off slow and figure things out along the way. As we're going to see Bannett in the shotgun position with two running backs about 2 yards behind him as they're ready for the second down and 7 snap. Bannett takes the snap, fakes the handoff to McBride. Jones takes the handoff. Jones spins around a defender, gets dropped at about the 30-yard line. I pick up about 3 or 4 on the play.
I want to see some passes from this Eastern team, Eli. Down 32, still trying to pound the rock. You got to score 30 points left. You still got to score 30 points to be able to get in this game. I mean, I get the Musketeer game plan is always going to be to run the ball more often, but let Cody Bandit air some out. Let him try to get a little bit of confidence going.
Looks like Jones going to be trotting off the field with an injury now. Looks like his right leg. We're going to see Cleek back at the end of the game now. As he replaced Jones earlier in the game. He's replacing him once again as we're ready to resume play here now. The fresh 40 on the play clock. Bandit in the shotgun position now. Instead of Jones, it's going to be Cleek back there with him along with McBride as we have another lone matchup with Weininger on this left side and Temple on the other. Bandit takes a snap, falls back in the pocket, looking for receiver, met by a Charlestown defender immediately. It's going to be caught by Temple. Temple down the sideline. Temple breaks a few taps. Temple off to the races fence. Green grass in front of him. Temple gets chased down from behind by Bonner. Bonner finds him, but Bonner gets him down about the 4-yard line. Big play by Temple there. Temple able to find some real estate.
That is a great play for the Musketeers, but an even more impressive performance by Bonner to get that wrapped up. And, oh, no. Caden Temple is down on the play. Helmet's off. He's up now, but that could be a blow for the Musketeers. And Caden Temple, got to see if he's going to be all right.
A huge run, a huge catch and run from Temple right there. Not great to see him up hobbling around on the track. But now the helmet's picked up, not by Temple though, but we're going to see if he's all right. Dean's on the other side of the field now checking on him. He's one of the key aspects of this game. Yeah, that huge play right there. As Bandit, as soon as he snapped the ball, he was met by Devin Berkeley, not the other Berkeley. Devin Berkeley of the defense for the Charlestown Pirates, but ended up finding one away, finding Temple for about 50 yards.
Yeah, Temple on the end of that play was wrapped up, thrown hard into the pavement. If you're a Colts fan, you've seen a lot of injuries getting thrown into not onto the pavement, but onto the ground. If you're a Colts fan, you see Anthony Richardson suffer some similar injuries to that this year. Just hitting the deck real hard like that is always going to be tough. Hopefully, Temple is good after that. I mean, he's been a huge part of this Musketeer football team, can be a huge part of the basketball team. I mean, wouldn't want to see him miss any time during his senior
year. Takes a snap, hands off McBride. McBride up the middle. McBride finds his way high, stepping into the end zone. Touchdown, Musketeers. They are celebrating now.
Yeah, great run there from Nathan McBride, continuing to put his stamp on this game here tonight. Eastern continuing to fight off that running clock, Eli. A good run there for McBride. Now out for the 2-point conversion, trying to get it down to up to 14 points now for the Musketeers. McBride going to take the handoff on the 2-point conversion. He's going to get up. He's going to have the 2-point conversion. Eastern now trails 38-14. Nathan McBride continuing his scoring run here tonight.
A little bit of light on that Musketeer sideline after that huge catch and run from Caden Temple. Now we have a 2-point conversion converted by McBride. We're going to see if we can change things up a little bit and get back onto the field for offense from the Musketeers after that to send it away now. But as of right now, we're going to see them try to change things up on the sideline here for the Musketeers, as we're going to see Bandit trot back out onto the field after that pass he had to Temple and that 2-point conversion play. The Swiss Army knife come back onto the field for the kickoff.
Yeah, great drive there for the Musketeers. Caden Temple having that huge play. Still being checked on the sideline is Temple. Been consoled now by his brother and the training staff. Hopefully, like we've mentioned, going to see him come back to this game at some point. Caden Temple has certainly been a great athlete for the Musketeers over the years. Has been primarily a basketball player. Ran cross country, did track there for a bit. Now deciding his senior year is the time to come out for this Eastern football team. And I mean, I can only imagine how if Eastern would have had him a few years ago, how this team could have been looking, Eli.
It might have been a different story for their record a few seasons ago. But anyway, now we see that both Temple brothers are injured now. We have Temple on the offensive section from the tight end spot of Brody, and now his brother, the wide receiver, injured a little bit too, checking up on that previous catch. As we're going to have back deep is Bonner and Stoner for the Pirates, ready to return this one kick deep from Bandit if they don't try to pull some trickery like they did on the opening kickoff of the second half. No, Bandit's going to line up deep from the ball, ready to send this one away. Bandit approaches the ball with some speed. Sends it away deep. Booming kick from Bannett. It's going to fly right over Stoner's head into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Good kickoff from Bannett there. Gonna see what Charlestown is looking for here. They still lead very, very heavily in this one.
They sure do. They're up at 14 points, 24 points.
Yep,
38-14. They're up 24 points over the Musketeers now as their defense has come back onto the field with 9:37 remaining in this third quarter. Early second half now. It's 9:37, 38-14. Charlestown leads this Musketeer team as we'll see McClelland back out onto the field with his high-scoring offense with Stoner behind him, or Bonner behind him. McClelland takes the snap, flips out to Bonner. Bonner has the outside. Bonner gets up a little the outside, finds some footing. Oh, he gets pushed out of bounds barely at the 38-yard line. Good catch and 15-yard run there from Bonner, the flip from McClelland.
Yeah, Bonner showing off his speed now. A great run there from him, setting up another Charlestown first down, Eli.
McClelland finding the answer from his offensive coordinator now for this first down and 10 from the 39-yard line. McClelland is going to have Bonner to his left. He's going to have Iglesias out in the tight end position. McClelland takes the snap, falls back in the pocket, looking for a receiver. Left one fly deep. That's going to be Martin there. Martin's got it 1 foot down. It's incomplete. They say he was wide of the line.
Yeah, didn't think he was going to get that one there, Eli. Still very good by Martin trying to be able to make that one, but alas, not going to be able to, continuing this dominant Charlestown performance, Eli.
Second down and 10 from the 39-yard line. McClelland is looking to find an answer on second down and 10 as Bonner's going to try off the field now, replaced by his colleague of number 30. Number 34 of them, it's going to be Ryan Shields. It looks like change of number here. Hands it off to him. Takes up the middle, finding a few yards there, up to the powerhousing his way down, met by 3 or 4 Musketeer defenders instead. He gets a few yards up to about the 30, 45, 40, 47-yard line.
Yeah, Eastern getting a third down here. Maybe going to be able to get themselves back in this. If they can get themselves off the field here, another touchdown could cut it here down to 3 scores. Going to be interesting to see this very important third down.
McClelland takes the snap, hands it off. He's met by Connor Cleveland, breaks the tackle, first down and more, going for him down to 35 to the 30. Ooh, he gets tripped up about the 28-yard line. A third down that was important for the Musketeers. They end up giving up about 24.
Yeah, Nathaniel Rankin saving a touchdown there, but he's holding at that arm that has been hurt very, very hard there. He hit the floor awkwardly on that one, but the injury bug has definitely plagued this Eastern team this year, Eli.
From the 32-yard line now, we have first down and 10. From the 27-yard line, from the 27-yard line, we have first down and 10 for McClelland in this Charlestown offense. McClelland, he's going to have Martin off in the power I. McClelland takes the snap, hands it off, met by Musketeer defenders. He finds the outside. He's going to get a few yards. He's going to find the outside again. Oh, he's off to the races. No, he's down at about the 14-yard line. Good run there from Charlestown. Not able to find what they want, but another first down.
Yeah, got to see how the Eastern Musketeers respond here. Now pinned back once again in this game. Charlestown still yet to punt just the lone turnover in this game, the only drive that has not had a touchdown so far for them tonight, Eli.
Sure has, and we're going to see it once again now. Martin's off to his right. He has Stoner back in the backfield with him. Takes a handoff, finds a Stoner. Stoner finding his way up the middle, met by Musketeer defenders. That's going to be a second down coming up. That's Caleb King on the stop that time. No yards gain on the play, but maybe 1.
Yeah, got to see Eastern respond. Another decent play there from the Musketeers, stopping them early. They got to be ahead of schedule when on defense here. Got to be able to bring a little bit of pressure to get to McClelland on these passing downs.
Being down 24 points, we have Jones on the sideline enjoying a big old box of popcorn. We're going to see McClelland take the snap, flip it out to Stoner. Stoner gets met, but breaks the tackle, gets to the outside. Stoner finding his way back in, gets met about the 10-yard line, gain of 4.
Yeah, originally seemed like he was going to be brought down at about the line of scrimmage. A great juke there from Stoner to extend that one, setting up this third and about medium.
7:15 to go in the third quarter. We played 2.5 quarters now. It is 38-14. Charlestown is prevailing. We're going to see a 3rd down and 6 coming up. Another important 3rd down for the Musketeers if they want to get off this field. McClellan in the shotgun position with Stoner to his left. He has trips off to his right with French, McGlacius, and Martin. Takes a snap, hands it off. Oh, takes it in his own hands to the outside. Looks like McClellan's going to find his way into the end zone. QB keeper, touchdown, Charlestown.
Yeah, McClellan, the dynamic running dual threat quarterback, scoring easily on that one. Just under 7 minutes left in this 3rd quarter as the Charlestown Pirates take a 44-14 lead.
30-point lead opened up again for the Pirates now with 6:49 remaining. We'll see McClellan and Stoner on the halfback position come out for a 2-point conversion. McClellan with trips off to his right once again. McClellan up to the line to the shotgun position. Takes a snap, falls back in the pocket, looking for a receiver. He's looking for Martin, can't find him. He rolls out there, finds Martin, looks for Martin again. The ball is low, and it's incomplete. He was wide open, led it short, incomplete pass. The score remains 44-14 on the failed 2-point conversion.
Yep. Eastern continuing to hold off that running clock once again. Maybe going to go see another return to form here as the Musketeers are going to set back up shop. I mean, this Charlestown team already almost to their point total last week. 46-22 was the score last week over Salem. I think that's what's very frustrating about it is that for a while it looked like Salem put up a better fight against Charlestown last week than Eastern had, Eli.
It sure did. It's crazy how things are working right now for the Musketeers, how very little aggression they're putting out, how very little power they're applying to this Charlestown defense when they're going on an offense. Now we're going to see French looking to send it away once again with Drury and Temple. Oh, not Temple this time. We're going to see a change of pace here. It's going to be McBride and Drury back deep for this one. He's going to have Weininger and Cleek back there for extra hands in case this one goes short. French looking around, ready to send this one deep. French lining his team up, ready to get going. We're going to see McBride and Drury back deep for the Musketeers. Great drive from Charlestown there as they gave up no mercy there on that touchdown drive. French send this one deep. Oh, squib kick to the outside. That ball is going to bounce a few times. He picked up by Drury. Drury, instead of picking it up, falls on it about the 16-yard line. Musketeers start in less favorable position.
I think that's going to end up getting taken up to the 20. No, not up to the 20. I figured that'd be a fair catch rule almost. I don't know. I guess that's not quite in the high school game. Ended up being a great little squib there. Appeared to have looked to go out of bounds, but ends up staying in, and Garrett Drury just only being able to fall on that one.
After that, Charlestown touchdown to open up a 30-point lead. We're going to see Bannett ready back out on the field now with his team. We're not going to see Jones, it looks like, do we? We're going to see Jones out on the field, though, this time in the running back position.
Still yet to come back out to the field is Temple. Really worried for him. Sending out some prayers to Caden Temple from the Musketeer community. Been a huge part of this team. Will be a huge feature in that basketball team this winter, Eli.
Sure will. We're going to have Jones on the sideline now. Looks like he benched again in this 3rd quarter as Bannett in the shotgun position with Cleek and McBride. Takes the handoff to Cleek, mails McBride. McBride up the middle. This time finding a few yards up to the 26-yard line. 2nd down and medium coming up.
Decent little run there to start this drive off for the Musketeers. Has had a little bit more fight in this second half so far. I've liked to see what they've been doing so far. I want to see them try to take some shots, though, in the second half. I mean, get some big plays, get some momentum for future games, Eli.
In order to have any kind of hope left in this one, they're going to need quite a bit of shots here, ready to get down the field quickly as the clock remains running. Under 6 we go in about 10 seconds. Bannett with McBride to his left. Fake goes to McBride that time. Cleek that time. Cleek gets met in the backfield immediately after taking the handoff. Loses about 2 yards. 3rd and long coming up.
Logan Harvey, the linebacker, blowing that one up. That one is going nowhere from the get-go. Setting up a 3rd down here for the Musketeers. It's manageable here still. But, I mean, it's certainly going to be the territory where Eastern's going to be going for it on almost every 4th down. I mean, no point in punting down 30 points.
No, we're going to take a shot here. We're going to be taking a shot here. We have Stoner, and it looks to be Weininger over here on the left side, near side of the sideline. Bannett takes a snap, hands it off to McBride. McBride finds nowhere to go. Halted down, 4th down and 4 or 5 coming up.
Running the ball on 3rd and 8
Baffling.
that's a head scratcher. I mean, down 30 points. I mean, just running the ball on 3rd and 8, you're not trying anything. I mean, this Eastern punt unit now setting up to send this one back long. I mean, punting from as deep as they are. I mean, I don't know. I think Charlestown's going to start very good possession here, Eli.
Bannett to punt it away for the first time tonight. We haven't seen him at all because of those 4th down failed conversions. Bannett's going to be able to find his way punting this one. They're going to have back. They're going to have
I bet they fake it again.
They might fake
I bet
it.
they're going to pull him up and fake it. Oh,
Bannett sends one high, arcing kick. No yardage on that one. Fair caught, but let fall. And we have a fall, kind of a flop on that one. A flop by Berkeley trying to get the flag.
That's just Eli. Berkeley fair catching there. Duke's having time to slow himself down. He shoves him to the ground. I mean, they're not going to call the flag because he wasn't trying to actually catch the ball there. But like, if that ball's in the area, whenever he tries to fair catch that's a flag on the Musketeers, and that's undisciplined.
It's one of those mental lapses we talk about from the pregame. How they do too many of them that could have gave up an easy 15 yards for the Charlestown Pirates there, but instead they got bailed out by a missed call from the referee, or not missed call, but not a no attempt to catch.
Like if Berkeley takes a step back and tries to catch that, and you blow him up as he tries to catch that, I mean that's just mind-boggling there, Eli.
McClelland in the under center position takes a snap, hands off to Harvey. Harvey finds his way outside. Harvey breaking through tackles. Harvey has a footing going. Harvey trucks over Connor Cleek, and he gets down about after 25 yards, picking up down to the 32-yard line. A flag on the play. Looks like he has some extracurricular out on the field right now.
Yeah, great run there from Harvey. Blew up that 3rd down run. Another big play for this Charlestown team.
Looks like it's going to be a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Musketeer defense, just to trying to confirm who that might be on. Waiting for the official call from the referee as they discuss this one over after a lackadaisical call that shouldn't have happened. The Musketeers are giving away free yardage on that one. Horrible, horrible play. Looks like the flag would be 15 yards. That pushes that ball up all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 16. McClelland and Harvey in the backfield has a lone matchup with Martin and Weiniger on this left side near the eastern sideline. Look, I'd like to see them jump over Reese Weiniger here and find a touchdown. McClelland in the under center position. McClelland hands it off to Harvey. Harvey up the middle, gets stopped by his own offensive lineman. Harvey breaks it free. Harvey finds some footing. Harvey finds Cleek. Harvey up inside the 5-yard line to the 3. Harvey was not getting stopped on that one.
He's just rumbling and tumbling there all the way down to the 5-yard line. I mean, can't be tackled. And that's just crazy there, Eli. Great run there from Harvey.
First down and goal, ball on the 4-yard line for Charlestown. McClelland under center this time. McClelland takes a snap, hands off to Harvey again. Harvey able to find his way. Harvey with some ground to make up. Harvey gets ran backwards, but still the first down play is progressed up to the 1-yard line, inches away from putting a 50-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he got down to about the 1-yard line, was pulled back by that Musketeer defense. A crucial stop there, but maybe just delaying the inevitable on this next play.
Once again, it's Harvey in the backfield with McClelland under center this time. He's got Iglesias and Mitchell off to the left. McClelland takes a snap, hand off to Harvey. Harvey is just going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlestown, make that their 6th.
Yeah, Logan Harvey, the senior running back linebacker combo, putting his name on this one, had the huge 3rd down stop for the Pirates, and now that rushing touchdown capping off a nice night for him so far, Eli.
And that's going to initiate that IHSAA clock rule. We will see the clock only stop on timeouts and incomplete passes tonight. Maybe not incomplete passes, but timeouts.
Yeah, we'll see it here.
McClelland in the shotgun position now. McClelland takes it, hands out, fakes it to Harvey. McClelland clips out to Martin. Martin walks in.
That's an impressive toss off there by the quarterback. Good little play there from Charlestown, once again showing that they are just an experienced team that knows how to win, and they've just shown it tonight, Eli.
They sure have. McClelland able to fake it off to Harvey on that one, looking to the outside, gets met by a Musketeer defender, able to flip it out to Martin. Martin is able to just walk his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion converted. We have 2:45 remaining, folks. It's 50-14. If you're just now joining us, I'm Eli Guthrie, along with my partner Dylan Beach on the call for this one. Not a great one to see so far. The score is 52-14 now.
Yeah, stands have really started to clear out here at Eastern High School. Charlestown faithful are loving it here.
52-14 score now. It is Charlestown leading big. We're going to see French coming out onto the field once again to send this one deep after their big touchdown on that last drive. We're going to see Cleek and Drury back deep for the Musketeers, ready for this one. But it's the inevitable has came for the Musketeers as their senior night has been spoiled by this powerful Pirate offense. French ready to send this one away. Approaching the ball now, looking to send it away. He boots it long. It's going to be found by Drury. Drury takes it to the 20-yard line, to the 25, finds a seam, able to get it past a few players there up to the 37-yard line. Musketeers going to start in a little bit more favorable position this time.
Yeah, that one not as good of a kickoff as his previous one. Musketeers stepping their receiving team up a couple of steps after that last kickoff landed down and just couldn't be returned. And now Eastern going to set up shop at about the 35, 37-ish area.
We're going to see Bannett and the Musketeer offense for the multiple time tonight not be able to make up a lot of ground on this Charlestown defense as they have a huge, huge advantage in this one, 52-14, 2:05 remaining in the third quarter with this running clock aching on the back of that Musketeer offense with no life left in the sideline. Bannett in the shotgun position now with McBride and Cleek off to his left and right with Weiniger off to the left here. Takes a snap, hands it. Oh, fumble. Ball's on the turf. And we're going to see Charlestown recover that one.
Not awesome there, Eli.
A miscommunication by Connor Cleek there. Supposed to take the handoff, but did not. Ball is on the carpet. Charlestown's going to recover now at the 36-yard. Looks like, 36-yard line. That defense trotting back out on the field for the Musketeers. Nothing great happening right now.
Yeah, huge there from Charlestown, setting up shop again, and this is just one of those nights, Eli. One of those nights, just not finding something to go your way. I mentioned in the pregame that Eastern would have to be perfect to pull this one off. And, I mean, got to be far from perfect here tonight. They've had some good glimpses of hope. McBride has been great tonight, but, I mean, just not the complete game performance Eastern needed.
We're going to see Stoner in the Wildcat positioning, motioning Martin over, hand off to Martin in the jet sweep. Martin gets the outside up to the 35-yard line. Stiff arms Pacheco. Not Pacheco. Stiff arms Connor Cleek on that play. It'll get up to the 33-yard line. The clock's going to expire in the third quarter, it looks like, here in a few seconds.
Yeah, Pacheco and Cleek were the ones trying to get at the shotgun, the Wildcat jet sweep there. Pacheco and Cleek able to shove him out of bounds. Clock will probably is going to get pretty close to being wiped out for this half. Stoner, I think, going to be the full-time quarterback going forward to end this game.
Stoner in the shotgun position, takes the snap, hands it off to his running back. He finds a seam, finds the outside, has some green grass in front of him, able to get to the 25-yard line. Clock's going to expire in the third quarter with the Musketeers trailing 52-14, 38 points down. This game is all but over as we start the fourth quarter. We'll send you away for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back after a few messages.
High school sports teach so much more than just the fundamentals of the game. They also teach the fundamentals of life, like the power of belief. I'm Robert Falkins.
And I'm Carrie Rosati. We're both assistant commissioners of the IHSAA. In the second classroom of high school sports, student athletes understand hard work pays off, and they learn to be proud of their effort, no matter the outcome.
Successful student athletes support their teammates and learn to always do the right thing.
And most importantly, they learn to always believe in themselves.
When high school sports keep education in front of athletics, these fundamental beliefs outweigh the idea of winning at all costs.
That's why high school sports are a transformative and invaluable part of every student athlete's education.
Buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and show student athletes that you'll always believe in them too.
This is the power of belief. This is the power of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
36 minutes played, 12 to go here in the not 36 minutes. But anyway, yes, 36 minutes played here, and we have 12 minutes to go in this football game. The Musketeers trail 52-14. Nothing quite working for the Musketeers now, as we're going to see the Charlestown Stoner in the under center position. Now he has a power tight end to his right. Takes it. A QB sneak up the middle this time. Musketeers are plagued with that one, able to get about 6 or 7 yards on a QB sneak one in any given time. This one goes for about and first down for about 3 yards.
Yeah, Eastern has certainly had their fits with the QB sneak all year long. Those problems not stopping tonight. I mean, Eastern at the start of the year had a pretty big defensive line front. I mean, as injuries have taken their toll, the line has started to get a little bit smaller, but got to see some fight here.
We sure do now. McClellan in the huddle with his team, looking to get this thing to slow down a little bit, let that clock run out. We're under 10 seconds on the play clock. McClellan.
That's quarterback Sloan Roberts.
Quarterback Sloan Roberts now in the backup here. We're going to see him take it. Roberts takes a snap, hands it off to his running back. His running back gets met in the backfield, a loss of 1.5 yards on the play.
Yeah, apologies to all you listening at home. That's on my end there. That was quarterback Christian Grayson coming into the game. Charlestown rotating through some personnel tonight. We saw Stoner in at quarterback. He's been a backup QB for them throughout the year. Now in at quarterback, the 5'8", 130-pound freshman QB, Christian Grayson.
Grayson now motioning his offense up to the line as we're ready for this 2nd down and 13 snap. Grayson in the shotgun position. He has 2 behind him and 1 in the power tie, and takes it out, flips it out, met by nobody, takes it to the outside again. He's pulled by his jersey, but taken down out of bounds about the 21-yard line. We're seeing a lot of personnel change here from Charlestown Pirates. They still getting a lot of yardage.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play to wrap him up by the jersey from number 56, Landon Rose on that one. Good little tackle from the Musketeers on that one.
Sure was. Now we're going to see Grayson back up, ready for this 3rd down and 10 snap from the Musketeer 23-yard line. Charlestown in no rush here as they're letting the play clock run all the way down each snap they have.
Yeah, already under 10 minutes in this 4th quarter. And, I mean, just a couple of plays has taken that clock down. Just 3 seconds on the play clock now.
Grayson. Oh, the play clock expired. No flag coming out yet.
There we go. Already had missed a delay a game on this drive. Going to get him for it on that one. 3rd and very long now for the Pirates.
3rd and about 15 or 16 coming up for him now. As we're going to see if Grayson and this Charlestown offensive personnel can convert a 3rd down to 15, as this is probably his very few reps on the season at quarterback.
Charlestown could just keep taking away games. The clock never stops.
That is true. They could do that. Grayson takes a snap, looking for a receiver. He's going to have Foxy outside, met by King. Boom! Powerhouse down. The ball come out. I'm going to say he's down.
There's no way that one was a fumble. He got taken to the ground hard, and that was how that ball came out. Going to be the first punt of the night for Charlestown.
King.
Just 9 minutes left in this game, the first punt.
King left no mercy on that sack. Grayson was just dirt in his eye.
Yeah, not great there for Charlestown. Good little play there from Caleb King, Eli.
It's now they're set up about 17 yards behind the chains now. 4th and 25 coming up for take it back from French. French, that's one high arcing kick. Looking to keep this out of the end zone now. Hits it bounce at the 13-yard line, down, out of bounds, about the 10-yard line. Musketeers will take possession.
Yeah, Eastern setting up shop here again. Going to be interesting to see what personnel we see from Eastern. Maybe rest some guys, get them ready for next week's game versus Crystal House Manual all the way up in Indianapolis. Going to be a long drive for the Musketeers on an e-learning day that we learned about, Eli.
Yeah.
Student-teacher conference day. Kids will be able to just take off early that day, get on up. Should be a big crowd. I mean, a lot bigger than the crowd we got here tonight. Already down to about 7 or 8 in the student section for the Musketeers.
That Musketeer faithful is diminishing quickly. This game is getting out of hand early. As we're going to see, it looks like the same offensive personnel for the Musketeers with Bannett back out on the field now. trying to put some style points on the board now. At 7.5 minutes, it's clocked under. It's 52-14. Charlestown leads by 38 points.
Yeah, Eastern got to get some talking points for next week's game. Got to get some keys to go back to the locker room.
Bannett takes a snap, hands it off to McBride. McBride finds his way up the middle. McBride met by Charlestown defenders. McBride not going down easily. Ends up get the whistle dead at about a 5 or 6 yard gain up to the 18-yard line.
Nathan McBride having a good run there. He looks a little bit dazed. He's going to go down. Think he's going to have to get checked on here. I mean, they need to get him out of that game after stumbling around like that. I mean, that is not good. Those are some very blatant signs of maybe a potential brain injury there, maybe hit awkwardly. He needs to come out of that game after stumbling around like that.
He sure does. That's a very dangerous thing to have while you're on the field still.
Those refs need to be able to see that and get him out of that game. I mean, that is dangerous to be seeing an athlete stumbling.
Bannett takes a snap, hands it off to Jones Cleek this time. Cleek able to hurl over a defender, but looks like he's going to be shaking up on that one. And we have a Charlestown defender down, but up on his feet after a little bit of a controversial shake up for him.
Yeah, Charlestown, number 17, going down on the play. Noah Phillips, he's been all over the place here tonight. Couple of injuries from both sides here now. Nathan McBride seems to be all right. He motioned to the coaching staff that he was all right, but in my opinion, that shouldn't be his call to make. They need to get him checked on.
They do. He's showing brain injury symptoms right now on this gameplay. But they're going to have a timeout from the Musketeers. We'll send you away. We'll see you on the other side of a commercial break here on WSLM.
Hello, folks. Craig Martin at Billy Martin Store. I'd like to start off by saying a big thank you to everyone that voted us your best place to purchase appliances, furniture, and floor coverings in Washoe County for another year. At Billy Martin Store, we have so much more to offer our loyal customers. Not only do we carry a complete line of GE Hot Point and Speed Queen appliances, but also a full line of home furnishings as well. Beautiful, quality name brand furniture and living room suites, sectionals, recliners, dining room suites, bedroom suites, lamps, and sectionals. And Bose Bedding, made in the USA, and most furniture and bedding is made right here in Southern Indiana. Billy Martin Store has a nice display of all of your floor covering, carpets, vinyls, tiles, laminates, Somerset hardwood flooring. We offer you low prices, free home and business estimates, and professional installation by our own installers. Billy Martin Store offers you free delivery.
We are back here at Eastern High School, readying this first down snap from the Musketeers. With Pacheco in at quarterback now, takes a snap, hands it off McBride. McBride finding his way up the middle, not getting much real estate out of that one, up to about the 28-yard line around that one. Second down and about 9 coming up.
Yeah, Caleb Pacheco, the freshman quarterback entering the game for the Musketeers, has had some limited game action so far this year, has normally just been sort of a game manager at the end of the games, just getting handoffs. I want to see him throw the ball a little bit. Let these Musketeer fans that are still here see the future of this team. Caleb Pacheco, the freshman quarterback, let him air some out here.
I'd like to see that too, as we're going to, like you said, future of the Musketeer program here. We still have one more year left with Bannett, but it's still a year after that. Hurry up. Pacheco takes a snap, fakes the handoff, finds his way up the middle for a QB keeper, gets nowhere. Gets spun around, gained about 4 or 5 on the play. Bring up a third down and short for the Musketeers.
Yeah, that's a good read by the quarterback, Pacheco, to get up close to that first down marker, set up a third and very manageable here. Going to see what Coach Dean draws up in the playbook here with the freshman quarterback taking over in this one.
Pacheco trotting back out on the field now for a third down and short snap. Pacheco in the shotgun position with McBride to his right. Pacheco takes a snap, finds the QB keeper once again, gets nowhere on that one. Dropped at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Pacheco going to be met very early on that one. Caleb Pacheco not going to be able to get past the line of scrimmage on that quarterback keeper on that one.
Yes, nowhere to be found on that one was Pacheco. He was able to get nowhere on that play. Bring up the ball to the 30-yard line, 4th down and 3. No use to punting the ball the way now, as we're going to see a 4th down go for it here. Pacheco in the shotgun position. takes a snap, hands it off to McBride. McBride finding his way around, gets the first down and a little bit more on the play.
That one will be close.
The referee is signaling for a first down. We're going to move the chains here. First down for the Musketeer faithful. The band is left, so we're not getting the celebration.
We're not going to get the 1st and 10 first down, do it again. But
the band dipped out of here a couple minutes ago.
They probably have a competition. That feels like about the time of the year where band competitions are ramping up. Fall weather is upon us. Harvest Homecoming tomorrow too, Eli.
Sure,
that's going on this week.
If I was down 38 points, I'd have a competition tomorrow too. Pacheco, let one fly deep. He has Weiniger there. Weiniger makes the reception. Oh, it looks like we Dukes instead. Dukes playing the receiver spot instead of Weiniger.
Pacheco showing off a little bit of the future there, dialing up the long pass all the way down to the Pirate 28. Huge play for Pacheco.
We have about 3 minutes and counting remaining in this fourth quarter of the game. Musketeers are down 52-14. I'm Eli Guthrie, along with my color commentator, Dylan Beach. In this midst of the conference matchup that's got out of hand too early. Pacheco out on the field still after that long, nice, pretty spiral he had there on that previous play. And McBride to his left. Pacheco takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes the other way out the outside for Pacheco. Oh,
that's a great read by the freshman quarterback, showing his age beyond his years there. That's a good read. And then taking a big hit. I've been impressed with what he's seeing here. I mean, he had that long pass, maybe underthrew him a little bit, had Duke's long, but still a good ball to keep that drive going. I mean, I've liked what I've seen so far out of Pacheco tonight, Eli.
So by Pacheco showing that strength as a freshman, able to show a little bit of, he's showing that football knowledge, getting out there, faking some handoffs, reading the defense, getting around Pacheco in the shotgun position now. McBride to his left. Takes the snap, hands off McBride. McBride finding a lane. McBride up to the 15-yard line, gaining the first down, up to the 16-yard line, confirmed down.
Yeah, another good handoff to Mason McBride. He has certainly made the most of his senior night and his extended opportunities so far. Big night for Nathan McBride, going to definitely boost up his season stats here tonight.
It sure will. McBride able to find great runs to the outside, able to find around the defense of the Charlestown Pirates as we have Pacheco in the shotgun position once again with motioning McBride over to his left. Pacheco takes the snap, takes the handoff once again, gets met by Charlestown's big boy on that play, number 55, Cook. Cook was able to be right in the backfield as that read was made, sending him down. It's coming up second down and about 15.
Yeah, we mentioned Pacheco's reading skills of a defense. That one was definitely one the running back needs to have instead of him met right away by that D-end Cook. I mean, sometimes you just got to be able to read that team. I mean, you got to be able to read that D-end. Not a great one there, but got to have short-term memory on this 2nd and 15 here. Under 45 seconds left in this one.
Pacheco takes a snap, looking to pass the ball, finds somebody over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver that time was tied in. Caleb King not able to control that one. The clock will continue to run this time. 30 seconds clock here.
Get a few more plays in here. You got to punch this one in. Let that freshman quarterback sling it a couple more times. Let him try to score a touchdown. Almost would have had one there on that completion to Caleb King, but unfortunately dropped by the senior.
Pacheco on the shotgun now. Clock under 20 seconds. Pacheco takes a snap. Oh, man. He lets one fly. The intended receiver that time was Cleek, but Cleek could not quite look good. Get back to that ball. The ball is quite low. See how Chandler Dukes, the intended receiver.
It was kind of thrown in a gray area between Dukes and King, and that's going to be the last play of this one. Eastern senior night spoiled by Charlestown. They fall 52-14 here tonight, Eli.
They sure do. We saw a lot of step back plays there from the Musketeers on any side of the ball tonight. From the first quarter now to the end of the fourth quarter, there's a lot of problems to be made up before sectional next week at Crystal House Manual in Indianapolis. It's a big problem to make up. It starts in the locker room, starts on their demeanor after this one. A big loss, adding to their record of another loss, 3-6. Splitting it halfway, 6 losses, 3 wins. Nothing to look forward to now for the Musketeers. The sectional is 1 week away, but we still have some football to play.
It's sectional time, Eli. You got to keep a cool head. You got to be able to forget about this game right away here tonight. Look forward to the chance to go out and compete in a sectional. We've mentioned it numerous times tonight. This is the best draw that Eastern has seen in a sectional / may ever see in a sectional. The top 3 teams in this sectional are all in the top half of the bracket. Eastern, Switzerland County, Clarksville. Eastern, Switzerland County, Crystal House, Manual, Brown County. Those are ranked 4, 5, 7, and 8 in the sectional. So, you have a chance to be able to go further in a sectional than an Eastern team ever has. And that has to be the focus. Got to get a good week of practice going in here. This week was Eastern's fall break. These players should be going back to school next week, refreshed, ready to go. And they've got to have a good week going into Crystal House Emmanuel.
They sure will. And like you mentioned, they're ranked 4, 5, 7, and 8 in that bottom half of the bracket. But with that being said, Eastern's in the 4th ranked position for that section, which means they are the number 1 ranked team in the bottom half of that bracket.
Yeah, and the gap between them, I am a firm believer in the Sagarin ratings, big belief in the computers type of guy. But Triton Central 75 rating, Brownstown 64, Indianapolis Cecina 54. Those are your 3 powerhouses in this. And then you kind of drop down to the Eastern peak and at 25, Switzco at 10, Clarksville 7, Crystal House Manual at 4, and a rough year from Brown County as they're at -1 in the Sagarin ratings right now. So, this sectional has it all. You have powerful teams such as Triton and Brownstown, which will be a spectacular first-round matchup, by the way. That is – actually, no, that will be a second-round matchup. They do play Indianapolis Cecina versus Brownstown. Triton Central getting Clarksville. That will not be a fun one for Clarksville next week.
It sure will not. We're going to see a lot of powerhouse from Triton Central against Clarksville. The 0-8 Clarksville Generals.
I do wonder who won that game tonight. A battle of the winless tonight, Crawford County and Clarksville tonight. That's going to be an interesting one. See which one of those teams gets in the win column here. Maybe our good friend, coach down at Crawford County, gets in the win column tonight. And it looks right now like they're on pace to be doing such a thing right now, Eli.
Yes, Crawford County is leading the Clarksville Generals 34-26 in the 3rd quarter. As up to date we are, it's a potential first win for that coach, our good friend over there at Crawford County, in his first career win with the Crawford County Wolfpack. It'd be interesting to see how that changes things for Clarksville now, losing to a winless team as they are winless as well.
Yeah, Tony Bell looking to get his 3rd win at Crawford County, his first in this year with Crawford County. We've talked to Coach Bell in the past. He's been nothing but kind to us. Always going to be rooting on the Wolfpack when they're playing. But Eli, let's wrap this one up. Let's get our players of the game. Let's keep this segment going into sectional. Players of the game. Let's start off for Eastern on the offensive side of the ball, Eli.
Offense side of the ball, I'd take Eastern's. I like Nathan McBride as the player of the game for the offensive for the Musketeers. He was able to be adverse, fight through adversity, and find his way through the line of the defense and make runs powerful. He was playing his game. He was playing a game tonight that we hadn't seen him play all year. And I'm enjoyed just watching McBride play tonight and this whole season.
Yeah, great game from Nathan McBride here tonight. Really liked what he did. He was going to be my pick for player of the game on the offensive side. But since Eli went with him, I'm going to play out some recognition to Caleb Pacheco. Really showed off what the future could maybe hold for this Eastern team. It's a young team. We've always mentioned at quarterback, you still have junior Cody Bannett. He'll be a senior next year. So he's not going anywhere. But Caleb Pacheco, he has shown that he has some arm talent. He has shown in previous games that he can read a defense well on the read option and stuff. And I like him as a future quarterback of this Eastern team. Eli, that being said, let's bounce over to the defensive side of the game. Who's your defensive player of the game for the Musketeers tonight?
My defensive player of the game with a lot of thought put into it, I think it's going to be Garrett Drury. His adverse play, his aggression with everything he does, able to get that interception late in the 3rd quarter. It was a pooched ball, but he was able to come down and bring it down without trying to run before catching it. He made an interception, had a few tackles here and there, able to return the ball very well for the Musketeers. No, it's not quite defense, but still a very, very probable game for Garrett Drury on the defensive stance.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my answer from Garrett Drury since you picked him, but I do also believe it's Garrett Drury. That interception was pretty crucial for Drury. Another honorable mention maybe of sorts would be Caleb King tonight. He had a decent game, ended up getting that sack late in the game. But let's wrap this one up, Eli. A week for the Musketeers maybe to forget heading into sectional, maybe a week for all the fans at home to forget. Eastern falls 52-14 here from Eastern High School. I'm Dylan Beach alongside Eli Guthrie here for WSLM. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening with us in the WSLM Sports Zone tonight for another live broadcast of high school sports. Be sure and follow us on social media and on your radio dial for more local, regional, and national sports. And tune in on Wednesday nights for Coach's Corner. We encourage you to listen to the game again on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. This has been a Salem Media production. Copyright 2022.
Saturday, October 21st will feature racing action from the on-site Plumbing, Heating, and Air Crown Vic Small Track Oval and Figure 8 Series, the Salem Supercars, and the return of the Spooky 200 from Mike's Mufflers and Brakes Crown Vic Big Track Series. There'll also be a Halloween burnout contest Saturday night. Sunday, October 22nd, we'll see preliminary racing action from the Max Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling Legends and the exciting Red Ball Recycling Scrappers, followed by the main event of the weekend, the Kentuckiana Ford Dealers 35th Annual Halloween 200, presented by Red Ball Recycling and Nas Energy Drink. On Saturday, spectator gates open at 1 p.m., racing begins at 5 p.m. On Sunday, spectator gates open at 10 a.m. Racing begins at 1 p.m. Advance tickets are on sale now. More event and ticket information available at www.salemspeedway.com or call 866-2-GO-RACE. Come on out and enjoy a great weekend of racing and Halloween
It's
fun.
almost time for Halloween Boo Bash 2023, coming up at the Stevens Memorial Museum in Salem on Saturday, October the 28th from 5 to 6:15 p.m. Bring the kids to trick-or-treat in costume and make your way through the grounds of the museum as you visit booths decorated by local businesses, civic groups, and organizations in the community. The event is free and all are welcome. Bring the children in costume and stroll the museum grounds on Saturday, October the 28th from 5 to 6:15 p.m. If your business, church, or group would like to participate, call 812-620-7271 or email wslmradio@gmail.com for more information.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for some football and fantastic deals on wheels? John Jones Auto Group is here to kickstart your season with unbeatable savings at all 4 of our locations. That's right, we're conveniently located in Salem, Corden, Greenville, and Scottsburg. Score big this football season and drive away a winner with John Jones Auto Group. Our dedicated team is committed to helping you find the perfect vehicle that suits both your style and your budget. Whether you're looking for a tough and versatile truck to tackle any challenge or sleek and fuel-efficient sedan to zip through traffic like a star player, we've got you covered. Plus, don't overlook our certified pre-owned vehicles that offer affordable reliability. Get ready to do a happy touchdown dance because we're offering incredible finance options. Our finance team will work their magic to secure the best rates and terms tailored to your needs. Touchdown! And there's more. John Jones Auto Group is offering game-changing incentives, lease specials, and low APRs. Make this the perfect time to drive home, a deal you won't find anywhere else. Don't fumble this opportunity. Visit John Jones Auto Group today at any of our 4 locations. Or you can check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.